All right, well, I'm ready to go. What's happening? I got a little treat for y'all out there, although it is nap time. But I think I'm going to open up my camera. I want to show you guys something. Let's see, I might have to go sideways. Let's see, oh yeah. Oh, it might. One little baby turkey. One little duder. So far out of like, I think about 14, 15 eggs. Oh, it's nap time. If he gets up and around, we'll show you again. I'm just hanging out. Since he's the only one so far, but it's kind of hard hatching baby turkeys. Even though I didn't have much to do with it, okay? Octopus. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I have actually here you go, Shizzle. What's up, by the way? Yeah, little baby turkey. So in Portland, and yeah, I'll turn on my camera again if he's up to kind of nap time right now. But so in Portland, there's the U.S. Bancorp building that's got like 30 stories or something like that tall, and I think somewhere on the 20th floor is a grill. Okay. And back in the day when I was there, year 2000 era, uh, you could get fried octopus and calamari for happy hour. Holy crap, was that stuff good. And the calamari, now that place, and it's downtown Portland, again in the US Bancorp building. Not trying to promote, and I'm not. I mean, holy shit, PHI. I hope you're doing good. I'll tell you, PHI has. I gotta tell you this. Lucifer has been slapping back, trying. Okay, but so downtown Portland, in that building, you go into the grill, you go in the building, and you go up an elevator, 20 some odd floors, and yeah. Now, like I said, that was back in the year 2000 when I was around. Now, who knows what it's like today? But you find that grill, and make sure you bring a lady a date, because I know you're probably, well, more than likely straight, right? I really don't care, right? As long as I don't catch anybody looking at my ass, dudes, or any other women besides my woman. All right, or else my woman will probably throat punch a homewrecker. Just saying. But anyways, yeah, take a date, Portland City Grill. I didn't want to promote, say their name. Dang it. All right. They got one. Bastards. So the white cheeseburger, that's not food code, and neither is the calamari and fried octopus. Okay. We're not that desperate where we're studying the Hebrew language to figure out why Shizzle has his arms up in the air. That's no bullshit. That's like the dumbed down version of the I forgot the name. The gematria code. Okay, but no, it's Friday trout fish tacos, Friday fish fry. Thanks for tuning in. Here, no, little dude's still out for a nap. He was egg number 5, so we call him Johnny number 5. This little turkey, he's pretty badass. But anyways, white cheddar cheeseburgers, some of the best fried calamari. But that was back in the day. Who knows what's going on there now? I mean, Portland has turned into a war zone. Okay, and so yeah. But hey, the Richies will never leave their calamari, right? Even if it's like World War III up in this, up on this, side. Let's put it that way. Yeah. They'll be having their own personal security and valet and everything, and still going up to the 23rd floor or whatever it is. And here, let's get a join link out. Let's make sure. Oh, come on. Hope everybody had a good week. All right. Well, that's the only way I can do it there. Oh, okay. Here, we'll try that. All right. And I think I gotta. Oh! I see it. Ah, crap. Here we'll go that way. Gotta turn my phone around and everything to be able to post a link. Join. Oh man, fat finger in it. Join link. I'm not going back to fix the typo. It's gonna piss off the grammar Nazis. Oh, come on, dude. Oh man, now I'm freaking. I'm telling you. So it's got one of the best views, and yeah, in the city to be able to. Oh man, I almost ended us trying to post this join link. Anyways, here, let's see one more for any noobs that just joined in. Why do you got to be late? It's let's say it's on like 6th or 7th Ave, so it's 6 or 7 streets up from the river downtown. Just look for the tallest building in downtown Portland. Right? Oh, yep. Oh man, we woke up, little dude. What are you doing, little buddy? That is Johnny 5. He's the only one alive, and he is having a blast. but kind of lonely all by himself. We're waiting for, I think, 15 other eggs or something like that, 14 other eggs to hatch. And there you go. Yeah, it's nap time, so he's pretty mellow. He's cruising around here. I think he's only 2 days old. But he was, thought we had movement from other eggs. But anyway, he was kind of tearing around here earlier. 2 days old, man. He's, yeah, pretty sparky. Anyways, yeah, I'll do an open panel if anybody wants to jump on. Any grievances? Make sure that you bring plenty of receipts. Try not to cry over talk, and do any hacking to mess up people's audio, stuff like that. But yeah, he just laid back down. Yeah, egg number 5 came just flying out within like 30 minutes. Kabam! Here I am. Yeah, I wish the sound sounded freaking better. I like having a little bit on. If I could have some going on in the background, still kind of be able to talk. Can you hear me? Yeah, not with this broadcaster. It's for amateurs. So I'm willing to get into any subject someone wants to get into. I think always the latest news on the streets is the most interesting. I almost feel like restreaming the Nunya stream from the other day because it just seems like and embedding. See, that's what I'm about, is trying to embed, put your work all over the internet, not trying to make any money, just trying to preserve evidence without it getting book burned. I think you can, if PHI's still listening in, I'm sure she can relate. Shizzle, sure he can relate. Trying to just get your work all over the internet and without it getting book burned, because you've got little. Yeah, that's only going in the background now. But yeah, without getting your work book burned, we got Spamton this morning to admit that he just loves snitching and taking down channels. He was so proud he helped take 3 of mine down. I wonder why he's taking credit for that shill and oh man, you know what? They're so not important. I forgot where Tonic and Shills lives, what state. But anyways. Why would Spamton be taking credit for the oil slick that Tonic and Shills did to the Detective Gomez channel? Why would you be proud of having to take people's channels down, and especially through a PB oil slick? Right? Why would you even want that like on your device or on your computer to be able to do something like that? I mean, even like Gay C, man, he wasn't even able to like take down the rodent successfully after 13 porn bombs. But he's got all that shit on his computer and it's useless. So what are you really doing with it? Right? Oh my gosh. Anyways. But anyways, yeah, the desperate times and measures of cult activists, let's say, occultists. I mean, it's going on such huge scale. Even maybe like the little skirmishes in smaller communities, it's just happening worldwide. I mean, but is it really getting busted open or like being taken care of, or are we just getting set up again to bring in a bigger order of things, that system of control to keep us I don't know, enslaved in a sense. Yeah. If anybody listening in wants to hit that join link and even talk about grace, I like that subject recently, talking about grace and God's grace and mercy and justice and so forth. That's what I just love talking about, but it's kind of hard to get people to that point. So we just end up kind of talking about each other, and then, which is good because I mean, smoking out predators and book burners, channel burners, and so forth. Man, the other day on Shizzle's channel, we literally had 4 Preds in the bag. No, no doubt. I mean, didn't even know the difference between a Pred and a Ped. Had to define it for them. They're so stupid, right? Screaming over me, "You're gay! You're gay! You're gay! You're gay!" And it's like, what? You're stupid! You're stupid! You're an idiot! You're an idiot! You're an idiot! After you prove them wrong on a couple of points. Oh my gosh! You know, I'll tell you, Shizzle. Blazer, Tony Blazer, put out such a good Spirit Wars on his version of Grace, and it was amazing. Grace and Mercy, right? I should replay that, but I gotta find it first. I know I've got that episode more than likely downloaded or have access to it or something. But here, you know, I'm willing to turn on my camera. I just don't think anybody's really going to be able to see Little Dude from like this far away. I want to keep my phone upright so I can see the. Did you meet her on my channel yet? No, I didn't. I haven't. And the only reason why I haven't is because, and I was hoping you'd be here, Shizzle, in the chat, just to let you know. So the last time I went on your panel, got sound bad quick, right? It's good only for a few minutes, and that's what I've noticed. But you had the overlay up like this, right? So not the overlay. You had a no. I think you did have the overlay. Yeah, you had an overlay up, but uh, not a comment. You had the overlay, and I couldn't see my icon to see if I was actually drowning anybody out. And that's not on purpose. Anybody that's trying to spread things around that are false, so forth, not trying to, mess up the audio on purpose. It's just I just kind of put it to let's say it just maybe a cheap phone or somebody else has got an iPhone versus Android and computer, and it's StreamYards. They're having problems with it too. So, but anyways. No, and I just had bad audio. Somebody's just got to say, "Hey, man, your audio just went bad," and then I'll try something else. And but yeah, these guys I mean, it's actually what it is. It's Cole, the garbage man, that's got just amateur audio, and then it messes everybody else up too. So, or it could be a fun little app or a soft piece of software that they might. We got movement over here. Another little piece of software that they could probably run in the background when you get on panel with them. That's not being paranoid. These are facts, or let's say more than possible facts. I mean, if you don't think those types of capabilities exist, or being able to data mine when you come on, because it's all open source communication. So you just got to know that, I mean, the capabilities of even reversing the view numbers is possible. But some of these, we've been calling them network naggers, screech workers like Spamton that need to take channels down. All right. They're going to deny it all day long. Oh, no, we don't DDoS. We don't. What is that? You can't do that. Oh, it's well, here's the thing with that is that even some accidents even if it's not on purpose, still work out to your favor. And I let them drown out for an extra few minutes just to, make them squabble a little bit more the other day. 4 Preds in the net. And that's real, man. Had to define it for them. Had to freaking define it for them, right? A pred is somebody that's got to try to control you and say that you need to go here and you need to go there and you need to do this, and that's predatory behavior. I just try to help teach people about Jesus and the gospel and how to, liberate you yourself, your family, people around you with the word that I believe is true. So, I mean, argue with that if you need to, but it's or have a difference of opinion. I mean, I'm all about it. So that's what they are. Yeah, that's some sick, crazy things, especially Telly. I always like to bring up Telly and the way he has to take victim statements or doesn't read the court record but goes by what he hears, tries to accost you with. He's always such a good example. Ham, Predward, other cases that are very egregious, right? But takes the court record, twists it around, more fantasy about the victim to program and acclimate, water down, whatever you want to call it, very disgusting subjects. I didn't want to go there a long time ago, but I saw the problem and I was like, I wonder if I could do something about it. Then I found the rodent to troll and have it be a little test subject. Well, first it was kind of Mark Connors and saw how effective that was going into possibly, no, not possibly, I'm just straight up protected Preds by the state to infiltrate activist movements. Very sick. But I just got to call it out. It is just a waste of taxpayer dollars. That's a program. Anyways, thanks for joining in. A few of you there. I think the link is pinned. We know how they don't want to come to these panels because they know they'll just get obliterated and destroyed. So they got to gaslight from far away and throw Molotovs and shit like that, and it's not cool. But yeah, anybody listening in that would like to have any grievance or they feel like even if you found somebody else's like AI BS material about Mr. Cox, but you think it's me, right? I'm willing to clear things up and give more explanation, but this is probably the best time to do something like that is during the live stream, get it recorded, and don't make me start playing saved voicemails from recently. If anybody's got any serious questions, but they don't feel like talking, you want to try to gaslight, like either law enforcement, pastors, landlords, like they did to Nunya, right? Family, loved ones, right? Man, that third party harassment. Go back to the Writ of Mandamus last video that should be there uploaded. You might want to check that out to learn what third party harassment is because of the disinformation you might find on the internet about Mr. Cox and others. So, yeah, what they did to, yes, it does look like Dowd snitched on Nunya. Yeah. The outcome, I really don't want to talk about it because I didn't get to fully go through Nunya's stream from catching a video of Dowd talking about the case. I just don't believe Preds like Dowd because he lies about me. So much rather get a little bit more formulated and established and some other time, I guess I'll have to play. Just go to the Nunya stream channel, and if anybody wants to drop the link that has a wrench to, if you're watching, drop a link to that Dowd stream. Yeah. Lying Preds, for some reason, getting plea deals off light from, you know, dirty attorney generals. It's not good to try to use Preds with taxpayer dollars to set up, like, let's say, journalists, activists, so forth. It's in the mandamus, last video on this channel you're watching right now. That's the best way I can kind of put it. But what I try to do is offer reconciliation terms, open, communications the best I can every so often, even in retire mode, because there's still a lot of people that are finding disinformation and flipping the freak out. Before you do your due diligence, right, and deeper research. But anyways, yeah, doubt is not very the whole story just doesn't make sense, especially the puppy mill mommies that help peddle disinformation to lead people off the scent of what I look at as a very serious pred on the internet that calls people out that want to go real life and so forth, and then all of a sudden is going to be the victim and snitching, and like Spamton and Fellowmon and others, the garbage woman, and to keep to try to keep law enforcement on you, get that swatting so they can put it on their channel and have some type of clout that they're the best snitch on the streets. I would have to say between the garbage man and Spamton, they are neck and neck of just being the biggest lie snitch fantasy. Also plagiarists on the YT verse, right? Plain. Oh man. Yeah, I really didn't want to have to play any panels or anything, just hanging out for a little bit, kind of caught up on some things, kind of hanging out with little turkey Johnny Five dude here. But yeah, he just seeping. It's pretty cool. Jesters, yeah, but also like let's say the virtual foot soldiers too. Because they think they're keeping like the thumb on you. I mean, how could you think Spamton? Come on, hit the link, right? How could you think that you're winning some type of war and destroying people by needing to help apply censorship for bogus claims because I outrolled and trolled you? I mean, right. He's walking down the street down concrete today and using these little side trails. Okay, trying to call people out. Let's see you do push-ups on camera. When, dude, you can't even do a proper push-up. He thinks he's gonna like cycle cross country. I'm still talking about Spamton here, okay? He still thinks he's gonna cycle cross country and maybe make some visits to maybe even my house, right? And which I mean, it's a good strategy, come in silent, leave silent type thing. And we're not talking about getting back on the bike, but anyways, he's been training and doing these push-ups to where he's actually he should just be, well, and I don't want to bash on women, but I mean it's a joke, right? We're trying to make some jokes, but anyways, I mean he might as well just do like girly push-ups off your knees, right? Where you get on your knees, but he can't even do a proper push-up. And then he's been on this cycle, right? This stationary cycle, and his seat's like way too low. He wants me to teach him how to fish. He totally said today, he's like, I go fishing, but the only thing I've gotten is an almost dead fish that he picked up out of the water. Okay, and I'm like, dude, am I gonna have to teach you how to fish? Right, poor guy. Coming, he admits. Look at the community section page today. He totally admits that he comes from a family of snitches, and but to perjure yourself by making false calls, that's another agenda going on there. Okay. But he's on the stationary bike in front of the thin blue line flag of silence and corruption, protecting it, down to the tooth. He's toofing, but he's got this seat way too low on the stationary bike. And he put on a lot of miles, right? He admits it. I've done so many miles on the stationary bike. Dude, you're not going to make it out of the Wisconsin state lines. You're going to blow your knees, even, once you start really pulling hills and so forth. Oh my gosh. Well, you got to teach me what to do with my seat, Cox. Like, no, that's go to your mommy. Why can't you? I mean, you're this internet wizard. You can't look it up yourself how to properly situate your seat on a bike so you don't blow out your knees. But hey, these guys have got such bad carpal tunnel at the age of 23 from internet keyboard warring, thinking they are badass. It's funny. It's funny, but I mean, but going to the grossest of the grossest to, what, AJM, I really feel like banning you because you're a sicko. Really, I've been seeing you in the freaking chats, and you have got, um, yeah, you've got some really sick fantasy, and even the way you had to talk about What's Truth's kids is, yeah, you should go back to PDF. You guys are like, probably even look the same, probably close to cousins. Uh, yeah, AJM, that'd be kind of funny, but not from you. Holy crap, the Richard Murdoch account comes out. 9-pound largemouth. Uh, that's how we do in the country. Richard Murdoch, okay? Now, I know it's a sock account, who knows who you could be, right? It's okay. Here's the thing is, Richard Murdoch, I haven't caught you like Brett Schiller, okay? I have not caught you going bass fishing with a mass shooter. So keep on catching, right? Till then, we find out more about this Richard Murdoch character sock account that shows up like once a year, man. How you doing, huh? Or whoever it really is, what personality are you working today? Yeah, yeah. AJM, you having to pop up in the way, Mad Max pops up and then Krusty Cat pops up. It's, I mean, just another bench warming crew that when things get too hectic, they pop up for, damage control, try to throw the biggest, let's say, the biggest sick fantasy at you that's just not true. And then people like Vic peddle it. Yeah, data miner right there. Yep. Then you guys help peddle it to landlords, and people get evicted and shouldn't be. And law enforcement, state police, so forth, feds, trying to peddle it like spam ton that people are wielding weapons and exposing themselves on the internet when no, and you out troll them with an airsoft gun and they flip the freak out and they do a trace on my name, find that there's no, weapons associated with my name. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, did I just make myself a target? Oh, I've been doing it since 2016. Anyways. Hey, hit that link, data miner. Let's see if you want to spurg out again. Let's see if I can get you to triggered level 8.87. To get doxxed. Ah, dude, I don't want to do the doxing. But if you want to threaten myself or my family or my animals, I mean, Richard Murdoch hasn't done that. I mean, he's trolled me a little bit, so what? Yeah. It's your favorite liar. Oh man, there's so many things that I could play. It is effing sick. I totally agree, man. And somebody had to go in on them and see what they're really up to. You know what I'm saying? Not that I really wanted to. I mean, it was more like God was like, "You're gonna go in." Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I got your back. Really? Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, more blessings than money. Oh, wow. That sounds great. Comedy Dad. Borgata Comedy Dad. Welcome. Haven't seen you before, Borgata Comedy Dad. I don't usually do open panels, and sometimes when you do that, it jumps into the algorithm and you get some new people that show up. You might want to learn where you're at first before you panel up, or even show up in the chat. Unless you're a sock account, brand new sock account, fresh signing one in the chat. Who knows? But welcome anyway. Have been definitely have been entertaining, even though it's on other people's channels, right? The disinfo and LARPing that's going on other channels, even though there's some noobs out there that kind of got a hold of that and just tripping out over it, which is unfortunate because, again, you just kind of got to do your due diligence and, yeah, before you trip out. You know what? Talking crap to Southwest Jeff is always a blast. Even when he's sobered up, you got to kind of keep on him. Come on, dude, stay sober. You got 5 months. Don't fall off the wagon because he needs it, man. And he likes to be trolled. He wants to be trolled, and it's fun for some people and actually a good pastime to where, if he's not being trolled too hard, then all of a sudden want to go after a drink. That might not be good. Yeah, man. I thought I had some freaking good videos lined up. Mm, what do we do? What do we do? I need to take a break for a second and go get something to drink. Maybe somebody will want to panel up. Oh, there's something we can play for a couple minutes. That's what I was just looking for a couple of minutes. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you have your favorite cup of coffee. I'm drinking mine from this super special cup. Brazilian Top Team Winter Haven Jiu-Jitsu. Is that it? I got it right that time. Training, Professor Melvin Thompson. They have classes for adults and children. Learn to protect yourself. It keeps you physically healthy, too. But first, drink your favorite cup of coffee. Okay. Now, occasionally, I bring you stuff that you just can't believe, that you'll never get over, that may even scar you for life. But I got to introduce you to this guy. He's not from Polk County, of course. I don't think we got anybody from Polk County quite like this guy. This is Matthew Zaccarino. He's 39. He's from Altamont Springs. And he's on this construction site in a vehicle by himself. And as our deputies approach him to see what's he doing on this construction site, we see this dude wearing a red lace bra with prosthetic silicone breastises. Know what I mean? Well, then we notice he's wearing a G-string, showing off the boys. You know what I mean? And then our two deputies say to themselves, Self, this is highly unusual. But you don't realize how dangerous these situations are because under a prosthesis, we found a gun. So he was armed trespassing. He said he was on the way to the costume party. We go, okay, where's the costume party? Well, he couldn't answer that. And then he sold up on us and quit wanting to talk at all. Can you imagine that? He's mad at us for trying to find out why he's wearing lace bras with guns and G strings or G somethings or, ooh, it was ugly. It was so ugly.
Yeah, that's not good. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my gosh, Clown Force, I'm trying to take a drink of juice over here and see your comment pop up. Almost spit it out. Dad of mine, are you too scared to panel up like you were trying to tell me the other day? But I was eating dinner. Then when I did, heck, you could panel up and my audio could go to poop, and then I'd have to like reset, and you'd have my panel all to yourself, and you can peddle as much fantasy as you want. But the thing is, I guarantee out of all the last few times you've shown up where I've been at, there, data miner, and you just hate sickos say as much as you say you do. Then I looked up your address to see where you're at, and you're actually in like a trailer park surrounded by uh, registered offenders. But you can try to project all you want, the lies and fantasy you want by clicking that join link. Or you could reconcile and learn your lesson from getting schooled on Shizzle's panel. But who knows? Like I tried to say, oh, we got Johnny Five back up on his feet for a second. Oh man, then he laid back down. But anyways, yeah, you could try to make us laugh with all your fantasy of wrong fantasy. So yeah, some twisted BS, entertain us. Because that's what I did, to put on a show. I had to do my own gaslighting in a sense to, point out the bigger hypocrisies and the deeper rooted issues that people might not figure out that I might have the time to, or my, specialty interest, schooling, training, so forth of what I've looked into. So if people are interested in that aspect of either corruption or how it happens, talk about some dirty judges getting canned, protecting Preds and Peds to try to get restraining orders on what we would label as an activist. Anyways, we got action. He's just kind of getting up. No, I'm going to lay back down. Anyways. But I mean, I would take that offer. I've done that. Right? Like NTF. She let me on her panel. She goes to sleep. I take over the panel and I try and spew as much as I can. But it's mainly what it is. It's other people admitting to really disgusting things, and I got the clip and I replay it. Like Rotney, right? He is on his community post right now section. Last 2 hours anyway. Last few hours. Just waking up on the couch of his boyfriend of 20 years. He gets up and he starts rage posting like Warbot does. But man, having to rage post like that last couple hours. with a bunch of fantasy or whatever, but having to call, like, why do you got to call all these people? Why are you saying you're calling people? But so yeah, I'm playing other people's clips, what they say, right? Rodney's got all these community posts from the last couple hours. You did a threat and you said this, and I'm calling this person, and none of those people you're trying to call and destroy their lives with your AI songs and stupidity. Rodney, you've done worse than them. You know, trying to say you got to stick your phallus down throats and up behinds and so forth. You're going to come and stick your phallus up somebody. I'm trying to be cool about it, right? I try to keep things like above the belt and trying to work on the language, and trying to reach out with my words to, you know, kind of shock a little bit. I think I'm allowed to use my words, even if they're hurty words or maybe foul. That happens to explain a certain situation, especially. But it's people like that data miner character that's not going to panel up, but call me out on Shizzle's panel. You ain't going to panel up. You're too scared. But anyways, yeah, it's interesting how people are saying they're going to call police and landlords and pastors and so forth when they've done way worse than, I mean, anybody they're trying to put on blast. So what's going on there, right? Well, I think that's what I set out to do is, point out, extreme narcopathy, hypocrisy, and deeper rooted issues that people might not have the time to either do their due diligence on the research, especially into me, themselves, or, a certain subject, maybe. Even like spirit war, spirit battling, so forth, that supposedly isn't supposed to exist. Anyways. But yeah, that's what I like finding is that type of hypocrisy. And I had to do some gnarly things myself to get to that stage of, oh, wow, you guys are really trying to poke. I wonder what you're protecting or hiding. Huh, Spam Tom, right? It's another character that I wrote about in my community post section today on Spamton needing to take down channels and project out fantasy, disinformation, so forth. But wonder what he's up to, right? Shizzle wrote earlier in the chat that he's been caught grooming now, and that just makes sense. So why is this such a bad problem, and why won't like even church communities get involved and help fight that problem in a sense? Then all of a sudden it's caught up in their own, communities and churches, so forth, because, well, they got to accept it and protect it, so forth. Maybe, I hope not, right? Oh, wow. Chris Dorsey's chat. I think I've heard that name. Yeah, Philemon's in there, and yeah, he's all over the streets. It's interesting how Philemon has got to be on the side of censorship, but he screams he's being censored. Yeah, I don't see that, right? I get more of my channels taken down and censored. Guaranteed I've lost more than Philemon. And I try to put out as close to the truth as possible from finding and showing my findings and what other people say in their clips. Mm-mm-mm. Well, you can learn more about that in the writ of mandamus video on this channel. Last video, it looks like. Have a hoot. Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you, Richard Murdoch, I'm also trying to grow a champion tomato this year. Champion sized tomato with flavor. Not just a bland big tomato. Try to with the structured water. It's what I like to try to if anybody's gonna be sharing your knowledge and info on the internet, it is for myself, the structured water and the colloidal silver. How to DIY it and tell you that came across a case in the veterinary clinic the other day. Not the other day, but a while back, let's say, not too long ago. A rooster that had a severe cut to its leg. They thought the rooster was toast. It was found a little, it was found kind of late because between a bunch of chickens, right? Had a bad cut to its leg, and a few days of the colloidal silver applied twice a day. That rooster is back up and going. A couple weeks later, let's say. So that's kind of what I've been doing recently, for all you data miners out there, helping run a veterinary clinic in the mornings, volunteer status, helping out with, injured animals, so forth. And that has been on a volunteer basis too. That has been a highlight in my retired life recently, and not trolling sickos, preds, shills, snitches on the internet so much. Sellout state actors like Rob Blow, Channel 31, Denver, trying to take down pred catchers with the still main suspect in the JonBenét Ramsey murder. Amazing, right? Going on TV, Rob Blow, Channel 31, with JT Colfax, trying to spread more disinformation about a pred catcher, CPP Tommy. But that's already been documented, and I tried to route it through the proper channels to see if Colorado Bureau of Investigations, with Rob Blow now going from Channel 31 to, going over to CBI from Channel 31, wanted to ask him a few questions. Got the recording on this channel also about his buddy that he had on the news with him, JT Colfax. Wow. Just because the let's say the public sector, which would be the police, CBI, so forth, the agency sector would fail on prosecuting the main murderer of the JonBenét Ramsey murder. That doesn't mean the civilian side just goes, oh, no. Right, Shizzle. Yeah, he's got a pretty bad memory. Got that on recording. That might be why, the cult higher up handlers are so pissed off and need Spamton to go into double time to try to silence people like myself and take down channels that have really juicy evidence of state actors on recording. Kind of missing the point in the conversation. But hey, I guess I'm the idiot and no one can understand Mr. Cox's language, which I said a long time ago, back in like 2016. I'm going to code. So then you got Urban Deceptophiles doing Hebrew coding on what throwing your arms up in the air means in this Hebrew language that's for P words, sickos. So they can label who's too loud, in a sense. With the sicko Hebrew code. You can't have food code. You can't talk about trout tacos. And Yeah, split pea soup. Oh, God, Cloud Force. Yeah, that gay cult that really wanted to have me kidnapped and gay raped and killed. No BSing. I mean, that's what I got through all their private communications. Wow, amazing, right? I mean, how would I be able to access something like that, especially having no contracts, don't work for anybody, don't want to work for anybody, don't want to work any agencies, haven't wanted to, and but they're going to project out that I do. People like LARP busters that got to call people agents when his mommy is Agent Clovis with a cyber bullying task force. Right? Amazing. You bust out one of their Pred boys' sons, like Predward, and all of a sudden you got a cyber task force on you. Isn't that amazing how that works out and being threatened to sue? Dang, right? Let's see. I am trying to find. Oh, there we go. And I thought I had responsible fair use. I thought I had something else here as far as. Oh, yeah, that must be a different banner. Ticker, there's a ticker. Come on, ticker. Oh, look at that. We can run a ticker and a, yeah. Oh, amazing. Out of all of the times that I put Telly on blast for his stupid microphone issues, he finally got a better microphone and he turned up all the bass all the way up just so he can sound more tough and not so much like a PU-55 Yankee. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, and those people again from the Writ of Mandamus I did on the channel in the video section. For those people that do have my phone number that desperately need my college transcripts or to get to know me, you can ring my phone just about any time. If you got my phone number, of course. If you don't, who might have Spamton thinks he's got my phone number, and Scotty Bromance trying to still figure out my phone number after even doxed it. That's how many times he's been knocked out, and had head injuries. He can't figure. Whoa, we just had some interesting things happen. Wow, who is trying to mess around with the communications right now? Amazing. The counter for the stream is now reset, and we've only been streaming for now 20 seconds. It just seriously, it just like reset the counter for. Did you guys get the coding wrong? Are you guys trying to throttle the view count? Is there too many people watching? Yeah, but poor LARP Buster is having to be a little plastic soldier for Mommy Clovis that's part of a internet task force. Yeah, amazing how all of that's been turned around. Anybody would like to panel up and discuss NECMEC and ICAC possibly being fully infiltrated, and do they know it or not, would be a great subject. Yeah, I'm interested. I think there is a possibility that, even those agencies are weaponized to, who knows, maybe also people that work for them, like I said, possibly infiltrated by sickos there. I mean, it's happened in other agencies. I would like to know more if anybody has any more information on that happening. But hey, anybody that really wants to help clean that up, I've got solutions. If you're truly interested, ring my number, right? Or even your locals that are, DA that's, getting busted out, right, from embezzlement and many other charges, right? And local, little small town in Arizona. Anybody wants to, talk about how to like solutions and how to take care of problems like that instead of persecuting, right? The people that do that help come up with the solutions on corruption starts and ends. Right? Yeah. Would it be a really bad thing if I said I hope or and wish one day that I can be a better troll than actually President Trump on the internet? Would that be a long stretch goal? I mean, if I got it, I really want to retire, but if I've got to actually troll my way into Congress or Senate or something like that, right? I bet you I could. Somebody tried to stop me. Wait a minute, they already tried to. That's all I had to do one time. The Veterans Association, no BSing on that. Right? It was around the time there was 100 or so veteran patients that dropped dead at the VA waiting in line to see a doctor. No BSing. Yeah, all of a sudden I had to meet with let's say, a VP of a veteran center. For some reason, I don't know why, they scheduled an appointment with me. And then all of a sudden, some things kind of popped off. Let's say frequency weapons, all right, to make me get an instant headache. And then I go, what do I got to do? Run for Congress or Senate? Right? Help correct some things around here. Guess what? That VP was moved shortly thereafter. That's no BSing. But anyways, I mean, if you really care about those types of things and what happened in my life, and yeah, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Let's see if we can change our tickers around a little bit. Wow, we've got actually people tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody want to try to grab the panel link and join up? I'm not going to be here for a really long time, but I know I've got at least like in half an hour, 40 minutes or so. What's this one? Oh, not responsible for any, opinion on this channel. Don't strike, please. Get all butt hurt. Yeah. That ticker's kind of stupid now. We're going to get rid of that. And we don't need this until maybe somebody panels up and starts going off and crazy. And, oh, wow, I wonder why people are tuning out so quick. Tuning in, tuning out. I think they might be checking for somebody on panel to try to destroy Mr. Cox with more fantasy and lies and network nagger disinformation. It's kind of fun. I mean, for a minute, then it's like, okay, let's really get down to business. And what is your gripe and beef? And they can't get there. It's okay. It's all right. Well, I mean, Shizzle, that's kind of why I would like to become a better troll than Trump. I mean, he's a pretty good troll, but I mean, I think it takes a lot of money to try to protect yourself from from various lawsuits. Well, okay, so I mentioned the T word. All I want to do is be a better troll than he is. So what's the problem with that? Okay, I know it's like, okay, at first I was like, man, I hope this guy's legit, just like every other president that we've had. Well, I mean, I knew that there were some of like, this guy totally not legit, but he's still the president, and, you got to kind of go by what they say. They're dictators. They really are. Sorry, but I mean, I want to become a better troll than him one day. I mean, or should I just retire? Right? AGM, you're going to always be just a little bait fisherman in a chat room with BS and fantasy and hey this and yo that, and right? But not ever really maybe become a congressman or a senator, mayor, right? A marshal or something like that. I mean, maybe I can, right? I've been like I said, I've been threatening it in the past. Okay, hold on. We got somebody in the back, and I'm going to have to make some adjustments, changes to our audio settings. Hold on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your favorite dude of all time, OB M, and my brother Gomez, brother Shizzle, brother Clown, brother AJ, brother What's Truth, and all the other homies in the chat. All the other winners like myself in the chat. How's it going?
Good. I'm trying to work on your audio a little bit. Just keep going. How you doing, dude?
Okay. Oh, dude, man, other than the interference we're having from a bunch of losers, you know what? About shark clusters, that little fucking obliterated bottom boy bitch.
Dude, I've been obliterating those guys since like 2017, man. But he keeps going.
Brother Chad, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother Chad.
Yeah, we got a Friday night fish fry going.
I mean, these motherfuckers, LARP busters couldn't know.
Just to let you know, you're a little hot on your microphone. If you can back off your microphone, you're good though.
All right, is that better?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, I tried to adjust. I tried to turn it down a little bit, and I had to push a button to get you from clipping out. But you're fine now. You're good.
Yeah, for the longest time, I stopped using Bluetooth stuff because of all the crap, the interference. But I have earpieces, you know what I mean? And I bought them from Amazon. So I hope everybody's doing great, man, because everybody knows I'm undefeated and I can't be stopped and beat. You know, I like Southwest Jet. Don't get me wrong. I like Southwest Jets. I like Nunya, like Sabby, like Johnny's List. Clown Force is my homie. There's a lot of people I like and they like me. There's just some of those little fucking shit starting little bastards that continue to run their mouth to me. It don't matter what community I'm in. There's always some shit starter that wants to provoke me. It's always, I go by retaliation, always have, always will, never pick fights with people. It's just not my style. But LARP Busters, he recognized my voice when I went up on Southwest Jeff's panel. He picked the fight with me, and then he got some little recruits known as Cruz and PatCon and all these other little faggots that want to sit there and spread lies about me. Well, I can easily debunk you little bastards because all you do is start shit. So let's see, Patricia Con Artist, PatCon, you've been starting shit with a lot of people for a long time, and you don't even get on panel. You're another loser and a snowflake and a moron. Okay, then you got fucking Cruz comparing me to Cole. Dude, I mean, you act more like Cole than anybody else, Cruz, you little whiny, lying, crybaby loser bitch. I mean, you got a big mouth, and you let it overload your fat ass. So, I mean, you guys are picking the fight with the wrong motherfucker, and this is the problem. You guys let these losers like LARP Busters divide us. That right there shows that your weakness is easy to pick out. And I tried to warn people, and yeah, I banned fucking LARP Busters, and I banned a couple other people because they were shit starting me over there at Southwest Jet. I admitted that. I didn't deny it. I didn't sit there and say, oh, I didn't do it. No, I admit what I do, dude. If I fuck up, I admit it. I wish some of these assholes that like to lie about me and other people would admit their faults. But unfortunately...
real quick, hold on, real quick. LARP Busters would totally do the same thing to you if he had the chance. And he has, to me. So I can tell you that. To get me,
you know what,
kicked off a panel, and he did. He got me muted and kicked off at Southwest Jeff's panel with the fantasy LARP Luke.
Yeah.
Right? So he would do it to you first if he could. And they've done it to me other places. Yeah.
Gomez, LARP is a beta cuck. He's there to rat, and he's there to fucking be a little snitch bitch and make up lies about people. Oh, you had some of them say, oh, yeah, but we take LARP side. Yeah, you take LARP side because you're a bunch of little fucking snakes yourself, too. But I know there's a lot of people over there at Southwest Jeff that still likes me because I wouldn't lie to them. You know, like I said, I like Jeff, but I unsubbed his channel because he's catering to these cocksuckers that are manipulating him and many others in the chat. Like, I like Nunya, I like Sabby, I like Johnny's List, I like Clown Force, I like a lot of people, and they like me. I've been explaining that. The problem is with these certain individuals, they want to play flip-flop brigade. I don't have time for this bullshit. I don't. And then they're sitting there going after Warbot and his crew, and then Warbot are going out. I mean, you guys are fucking just being stupid and fighting amongst yourselves, backstabbing each other. I don't flip-flop on anybody, and nobody here doesn't either. I mean, you guys are making fucking fools of yourselves, and you're not waking up to see it. You guys think that you're winning, and all I've been doing, like many others, me and many others have been doing, is mocking you guys because there ain't no winning or losing. When the government's in control, everybody loses. Think about that one. Trump, it don't matter who's in charge. And we've been saying this for a long time. Many of us have been saying this. You guys care more about the pedo shit and the fag shit. I've had enough of it. I don't want to hear no more about your little kitty bullshit, and I don't want to hear no more about the gay bullshit. I mean, I wasn't even allowed to say faggot and fucking queer and shit like that without, I mean, I like Jeff. I'm going to respect his rules, but I'm not going to go over there if I don't have freedom of speech. It's okay for them to have freedom of speech in the chat, but when I have it on panel, I'm restricted. That's not cool. You don't restrict. If you're for freedom of speech, you shouldn't restrict it at all. So I was banning these little cocksuckers that were coming at me.
Yeah, I mean, I was imitation medicine because if they do it to me first, then I'm gonna I used to retaliate back. Hey, real quick, OBM, I've got some breaking news in the back room here. Let's see if I can bring it up.
Yeah.
So, are you ready?
Oh, that's Clown Force. I thought it was a video you had loaded in the
What's
back.
up, brother?
I was trying to get to
hey, what's up, guy?
My brother right there.
I tried to post it. It just won't let me because I'm not a mod. But if you guys want to get a good laugh, if you go to my channel, you'll see there's Chet from Weird Science. It's Warblob from this morning, gurgling and snort. Dude, it's like 10 seconds long. This fat monster is about to die. I'm telling you, dude. If you want to fucking watch that now or some other time, just go on your own or pull it up, whatever. Dude, this guy's like, well, dude, he's gonna die. I'm telling you. So we're not going to worry about Warblob. We're not going to worry about Warblob too much longer. So I just, I can't be up here very long because I'm helping get ready for tonight's.
I saw it. I saw it. It is hilarious.
Isn't it
I saw that.
Gross?
It's pretty good.
Dude, he did that, and I hurry up and rewound it and fucking recorded it. I mean, it's like, right. Dude,
before he book burns it. We did stuff like that to OJM. That was one of Philemon's friends, and he would, I'm gonna get you caught.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, it's so hard. It's hilarious.
The grossest fat. We saw his leg. He's the grossest, fattest, fucking snot gurgling fucking weirdo in this community, dude. Fucking, so if you want to play it, if you want to clip it, if you ever want to, whatever. I didn't use anything but the audio, and it's gross, dude. If you want to have a good laugh, dude, you can show it because Vic will probably jack off to it, but
Oh gosh, sick Vic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see all those posts he did like a couple hours ago?
No, I have to. I've been a little busy today. I'm still a little busy. Hey, what? Good shizzle. Hey, what happened to OBM?
He's maybe his. Oh, there we go. Little Ryan. I thought I wasn't important enough to watch their Envy Cap, Ryan. But anyways, no. Vic was making some community posts earlier. And he's like, I'm gonna call this person. I'm Angel and this, that, the other. And dude, none of these people have done what you've done, Vic. Saying that you're gonna shove your DICK down people's throats and up people's a-holes and showing up and
duty juice and shit.
Gross, man.
Yeah, he's a definite freak, weirdo like Ryan.
And to be able to be sick enough to come up with that gay LARP, that's no BS. That all was BS. And to be sick enough to come up with that, and then all the people that have to peddle that around, that tells us a lot. And that's why I do some of the things I do. So,
does he really have any supporters? I think he's just a kooky old fool. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, though, no, I mean, he does have these idiotic supporters like Constipation that will peddle. He did, you're gay, and he did, you were Vic, the hot tub, javelina, right? That's some sick bestiality fantasy you guys are trying to peddle.
Dude. Ryan supports Vic. Hey, Ryan, why don't you go do some more mushrooms and suck a guy's cock all fucked up thinking it's a chicken leg? Why don't you go do that again, you little fucking weirdo?
Oh man, here we go. I
You
gotta
notice-
do this. Sorry, we've got to do our fair use opinion on the panel.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm
They're gonna
sorry.
be like, "That's lies. You're lying, Clown Force. You're lying."
Oh my god, clowns lie. I guess. You notice he doesn't ever address it. He never addresses it. So it's
Right.
all right,
Oh
Ryan.
yeah. No, he will not
address it.
address what I put up on him as far as him helping pred catching become vigilantism by losing his own cases. It's bad.
Ryan's was like, "What am I doing? How am I a bad catcher? You're a bad catcher, and people don't like you. You have a very, punchable personality, right? A punchable personality, dude. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes Cam. You two are one and the same, bro. Why don't you go over there and fucking make movies with him?" Oh yeah, OBM saw the post. Fucking Ryan's like, I was doing some gay work in the country. I got rear-ended. Like a little weirdo. He just admits it.
They've put them all in place to make pred catching look bad and to be able to label it vigilantism through a judge. It's horrible. What type of a plea deal do you think Ryan had to take to get a little bit of clout? Right?
Dude, who knows? Who knows what's in Ryan's past?
Right.
I mean, like I said
Right.
before, if Ryan were to walk up to you in paper pajamas and bunny slippers, holding a dead bird, kissing a little dead bird in his hand, you'd be like, yeah, that's a loony farm. That's a guy in the loony farm right there. He's just a greasy little fucking goblin. You're a goblin, Ryan. You like goblin cocks, bitch.
It is pretty nasty. Like, I just cannot. Oh, we're getting throttled on our numbers. They finally got us.
I got you, man.
You know what? Well, while you're here, I was watching your stream, and you caught it too, okay? I was watching your stream a couple months back now, and you had like 80 people watching, and it went down to 0 all of a sudden. People watching.
Right. Yeah. And then they were back.
That could be the same? Do you think that could be the same type of program as adding numbers to your stream?
Oh, like the bananas, the anti-nanas or something like that? Like they
No,
can
I'm
take
saying
viewers?
like when Tommy, so somebody, I mean, we all know somebody bought Tommy like 50,000 views one day during a catch, right?
Yeah, I was there.
50,000 live viewers. So if you can
Yeah.
go that way,
Right.
I think you can go the other way.
So is it actually take them away or just the number so you look like an idiot talking to yourself? I think the people were
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah, so Predward can go around, oh, he only got 4 people watching.
Well, you got to go by the chat. The chat's still buzzing with more than 4 people, so it's almost fruitless.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we just went down to like 4, and now we're back up to 10. Streetwalker Fireside. That's hilarious.
That could be because Ryan makes people sick and they fucking don't want to even see him in the chat. So they leave, then they come back to see if he's still here, You little fucking knob goblin, fuck you.
Dude, I can't believe how they've got to peddle bullshit for clout. They have to run a street turf war. That's what and Vic, they got Vic helping out. He's gonna go help him.
Dude, there's nothing more pathetic than those fucking songs that Vic fucking has AI make. What was that fucking Steven Sitchell and John Davis? Like, shut up, dude.
I can't even
fucking
listen to it.
lame.
I listened to it for like 10 seconds. I'm like, this is so freaking stupid and lame.
Yeah, I watch his, I see him later usually if he leaves them up or if people record him. And I fast forward through all that nonsense, man. I just want to hear the kooky man,
To me, it's just it's just spells because he's admitted that he pokes voodoo dolls. He's admitted that he's doing seances with Wart Blob in the middle of the night while going to a graveyard. No
Dude,
BS.
you better-
We know where you lay your head, clown. We know you lay your head.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you better watch out talking all that shit, Gomez, because the 7 devils will come to get you. You hear Vic say
yeah.
the 7 devils were in that coffin he made. that for Ed, and then for some reason he didn't give it to Ed. It ended up with Tommy, and I don't know where
Yep.
the fuck it is now. But the 7 devils are in there. Somehow Vic knows how to conjure up little devils. So
Well,
maybe
you know
he
what
found
took away their
Ed.
power? What took away their power is when Tommy took that coffin and
Yeah.
shot it up or smashed it or
Oh, is
whatever
that what
he did. He
happened
got
to it?
rid of it.
Is that what happened to it?
Oh yeah, dude, he got rid of it. Whichever he didn't say how he did, but
Oh,
he got. Of course, I mean, come on, he knew what was going on, even with Predward. Yeah, it comes from Predward from Vic. He's like, and smash. Got rid
I
of
don't
it.
think he smashed. That looks like an eBay thing, you know. Yeah, I got rid of that shit on eBay. Yeah, someone bought that
That'd be
thing.
funny too, though. That'd be funny too, but
I mean, I sold the guitar, you know, it was good work. It was good inlay work. So I'm not saying he doesn't do good work. I heard he learned all that work from being in prison 8 years in the prison workshop. He learned all that wood shit. So he denies it, but that's what I heard. Could be all fake. I don't know.
So NV Cap, what about this case you're trying to peddle in the chat constantly on loop when that's been a long, lengthy debate? No, NV Cap, you supported Ed. Okay, don't play the projection game. All right. You know what you should do, NV Cap Fireside, is actually get down to the bottom of how much money Warbot gave Predward while he was in jail. I mean, if you're going to go in on him, right, and ask for doxes and so forth, you might as well work him. But you didn't. You ran away from the fire again.
I heard it was like $900.
Oh, I heard it was only 100. See, we need to get down to the bottom of it. The Black Pearl of Texas.
Warbot says it was 100, but there's other people who are close to the situation who say it was much more. We tried adding it up once before, and it was somewhere around there. So don't let Warbot.
What about FCC saying that he wants Tommy's accounts looked into, but he never screamed like that about the Black Pearl of Texas accounts? Oh, wait a minute, they were all together. He wouldn't do that.
FCC's not doing anything. FCC tells everybody else to do it because that little bitch is too afraid of his info getting out. He's not going to report anything on anybody. He riles other people up to do it because he doesn't really care, you know, about whatever he's talking about. People believe FCC. They don't know FCC. All these new people and some of the old people, they forgot. His whole shtick is a LARP. Everything about him is a LARP. He's not the same like he used to be, you know, like, I don't know. He won't report a damn thing. He won't do anything. He's too afraid, you know, for his own safety, his own dog.
Okay, so NV Cap Ryan, I'm just gonna blow you out of the waters right now. Okay, I haven't heard about Clown having any forced home invasions or infiltrating home invasions to steal from people and plant nefarious, possibly plant, even admitting, you know, some nefarious things on computers. I haven't heard Clown go to other people's houses, but your boy Vic does and steals from people after he's trying to be cool with them.
Then you say you put a worm or something in your computer.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Like that old man didn't know anything about a worm.
Well, that's why all of my computers are password protected. Oh, man, there's another LARP busted. Your boy Vic has been busted out as a map, minor attracted person, and doing some very nefarious things for a long time. But look at you. You'll believe him, just like Glazin Dean, but another puss bag that isn't going to panel up.
Ryan,
what Clown did?
What Clown did, yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. If Clown actually did what you're trying to peddle, wouldn't he still be in jail?
I never even had a trial. It was and not people are like, oh, indicted by a grand jury. They don't understand the process. It goes to a preliminary, which is the evidence gathering and sharing. And then if that goes well, then a grand jury could look at it. We never even had the case was dropped in the prelim, lack of evidence. Yet, so, you know, I don't know. There's no grand jury, and so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I didn't take a plea deal like Daniel Dowd. I didn't do it. I just went home, and it's been gone for 21 years. And who wants to listen to a little fucking weirdo who twice has been kidnapped by pedophiles by his own choice? You got in the car with one guy, one pedophile on a catch, and ditched Alex and everybody, and held the dude's hand for over an hour to get to where you were going to fuck. You held that guy's hand, and then you were fucking. You got in the car again, and ended up at a hotel having some pedophile rub your back until you were saved again by fucking. I forgot that other guy's name, but we all see it, dude. Why do you keep getting in the car with pedophiles and ditching your catching team? You are a dumb shit, Ryan. Twice you did it. Were you hoping to lose them? Like, let's get rid of these fucking losers and let's go do our thing. Twice, dude. You're the dumbest fucker. As soon as they try to get you in the car, you dumb shit, you got to say, catch over, grab the license plate, tell your team, no. It's too dangerous. No, not you. You're like, yeah, where are we going? You fucking got in the... Oh, what are you talking about, Ryan? You didn't fucking hold hands with some pred till Alex fucking came and got you like an hour later, and then you didn't end up in a hotel room. We have the videos, you weirdo.
His amateur ways almost got him and PHI shot. Wasn't there a pred that they were trying to catch that like broke out a gun and says you guys might want to bail, and they did or something?
I don't know if that was Damone and Ryan or just Damone and it was PHI and it was one of them. I don't know if it was Damone. It's one of those little guys. So it's easy to get it mixed up. And no, Ryan, I'm fucking 5'10". I used to be 6 foot, and I am 218, bitch. I'd fucking clobbering you.
Project out. Why do you guys got to project out such fantasy and delusion and disinfo? But you're all about the truth. Like Spamton, you're toofing. It's not.
What do you mean? There's video handicap of both of them. There's one of who is it? PP or I forgot the other skinny catcher guy. He's good. He found you in the hotel room. You poked your head out in the hallway, probably because your fucking pants were off. And then the other guy, we have video of you talking to him the whole time, holding his hand. You said you had to hold his hand the whole time, twice. Stop getting in the car with pedophiles, little boy. Yeah, fucking Alex making fun of this guy now.
There's something there, and I don't know. I mean, I've come down to the argument before, like even with the cop watchers. I mean, should autistic people be out cop watching and doing this because they're kind of fucking it up? Is it on purpose? Ryan looks like it's on purpose. That's the thing.
What'd you say? On my dead mom, there's no video of any I'd like to be on your dead mom, bro. What about that? Oh, shit. Dig her up,
hey, real quick. OBM, this is Johnny 5. He was born a couple of days ago because he was egg number 5. Oh,
Johnny 5 is alive.
He's the only one so far, man. He's already 2 days old, so yeah.
That's the only one you
was
have?
Asking in the chat.
Is it all by itself? Is that the only one? Is that your prize?
It's the only one so far.
Is that the prize chicken you're raising, or is that a rooster?
That's a turkey.
Oh shit! Are you gonna gobble, or you gonna gobble it down one day?
Hey man, maybe I don't know. This is a different breed than actually a Thanksgiving turkey, so yeah, who knows?
When did I admit to child rape, you little fucking weirdo? And there's no video of you being touched, but when you got to the end of the cast, you were like, oh, I had to hold his hand. And then they were like, yeah, he was rubbing my back in the hotel. So you admitted to being touched. I didn't admit to anything, you fucking dumbass. Me saying fucking, something shitty, fucking sarcastically, that's not me admitting to anything. I don't talk about fucking that shit. That's just all made up stuff that I can clown about because it ain't even real. You think I'm worried about it? I'm not. Nothing's gonna happen to Clown. Clown's fine.
Hey, I need just a minute break. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll stay here and shit in Ryan's mouth. What about the chicken, Ryan? How come you told us in Zoom you woke up fucking you remembered Richard fucking putting a raw chicken leg in your mouth? Well, when you came to, there was no chicken, there was no nothing. It was just you. with your pants down. You were fucking whacked out on mushrooms, dude. Sucking on what you thought was a chicken leg from your buddy. It was just fucking cock. Fuck out of here, you fucking weirdo. You didn't even know I was in Zoom because in Zoom, as a joke, we'd all come in with Nunya's name and pictures. There'd be like 5 Nunyas in there. He didn't know I was in there. Or he would have never talked about it. He used to use Zoom as like his fucking confessional. Talk about what happened to him. Talk about his mom. Talk about Moon. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, somebody sent me CP. I don't know what to do. God, I don't know what to do. Like, dude, everybody has to hold your fucking hand. The FCC held your hand last night. FCC held your hand last night, right? You were all fucking butthurt being fucking compared to Jeff, and you squeaked by with the win, and you just couldn't handle that either. And so FCC had to come in and fucking lie for you, prop you up, little buddy. Okay, that's why you said you did mushrooms with the dude when you were making him a website and you ended up taking fucking cock up your ass, you little faggot. Clowns are mean.
So,
Sorry.
Clown, real quick, thanks for holding it down for a minute. Can you maybe give me a quick recap of Nunya's panel a couple of days ago now on Dowd? Because I missed most of it.
Well, part 2 is coming tonight. You should come.
Okay.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, no, I might be able to catch it. I've just been so busy. I've been so busy. But
Dude.
I only caught like the beginning, very beginning of that.
I'll tell you, but she's going to recap it, and there's more, and everybody's welcome. People can come up, people on both sides. You know, we even got Blazing Scar up in there, Christy. You know, this is like a free space. Everybody's welcome. Fucking, they even got fucking LARP busters up in there. So, but basically, a while back, Daniel Dowd had given his kid alcohol on a live stream. It wasn't a lot of alcohol, but it's still, you know, and he talks weird around her, tells her to wash her pussy, and you're looking at the kitty's little cute areas, talking about their crotch areas. He's just a weirdo, apparently, and he lies about his mom, and I can't get too far into it, but so Nunya clipped some of that shit and sent it to his ex, who he has joint custody with. She took it and got an emergency court hearing about him giving the girl alcohol. And so there was like a little custody thing that went on for a little bit. And now it came out recently because fucking the Brave Little Toaster made some clip of Dowd freaking out about it and saying Nunya did this and Nunya did that. And yeah, Nunya did. She did do it. And a lot of the women wish they would have, but she did send clips to the child's mother, the little 7-year-old girl, of him talking her into taking a sip of like Jack Daniels and Red Bull and some juice or something. And she didn't want to, but he like talked her into it. So yeah, he had to go to court, custody court, with his mom over that. So it's all about that, and there's more, I'm sure, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, part 2 will be later on, maybe an hour, maybe a little more. So everybody head to Nunya's later. You're all welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to be shut down here in just a little bit too. But what I find interesting is Dowd tried to claim that Nunya lost in court somehow, but that whole crew, and there's many of them. So Predward, when he was busted out, threatened to sue people. That RSO rodent in Fort Collins, okay, trying to sue somebody, putting them on blast for like $20 million, okay. Fellowmont recently talking legal, court. But in these cases, like Vic, even, you know, crying, lawyers and judges and court, right? It's almost better to be in the defendant's seat for the countersuit option, right? So, I mean, him crying to a judge, snitching, yeah, if he won anything against Nunya, and I kind of figured that might have been the next move, and I talked about it, like say, a few months back, where I'm like, it seems like not even a few months, maybe about a month and a half, so whatever. But yeah, it seemed as though Nunya goes quiet, Hoax Wars goes quiet, and then all of a sudden, oh man, I bet you they're being sued by these sickos. But that's
No.
how they try to win the precedent. That's how they try to win the precedent and getting off the registry or protecting the sicko networks.
Sometimes we like to just go dark for a while, and we watch the other side, right, quote unquote, the other side eat each other up, like
Oh yeah.
they are. We're like, if we're not there, they fight with themselves, and they fucking do, man. It's hilarious, and we watch it. We watch it live in Private Exchange. We're like, oh my god, look at them. When we're not there, oh, that's so funny. I made a Napoleon meme just like that. I just never posted it. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I made one, and then I said, I'll wait. Now this motherfucker beat me to it. But I don't
you know what though? It's more like a Benedict Arnold of little Ryan sucking up to the redcoats. It's horrible.
The little Squiggy from Lenny and Squiggy. Squiggy had a child. Fucking Pee Wee Herman took a shit. Laka from Taxi, all the weirdos. But Nunya, I don't know nothing about no court case. Zeke and Nunya never been in a court case. Nunya has no court involvement with Dowd and his wife or ex-wife. That all that's just Nunya lost in court. I don't know what anybody's talking about. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're gonna try, and that's my point. Though, is for some reason they have to all of a sudden be loudmouth, then be the victim, and then court. Go ahead.
Hey, okay, Richard Murdoch. Truth Hurts did not start anything. He didn't ban anybody, and it's not his fault. I remember who you are. He took the avatar from a wrestler named Dick Murdoch. I have no issues with that guy, but I wanted to correct him. And Borgata, LARP didn't attack me. I just made fun of him and they busted his lies and fucking exposed his ass. I mean, a lot of people have exposed LARP busters. I mean, he's a little bitch. That's why I call him Shark Clusters, because he's full of shit. That's all he's ever been. I mean, he's been obliterated by everybody that he's ever.
No shit. What LARPs has he ever busted?
His idea. Let me tell you this. His idea of trying to bust up somebody's what he calls a LARP is saying that you're an agent. So since 2016, he's Cox is an agent, so people don't let me on their panels, ban me out of their chats, so he can stay there and peddle fantasy for like his mommy Clovis and Fredwood. Very amazing how that double reverse works.
For the longest time I was like, nah, Clovis ain't his mom, but she fucking is. That's crazy.
There's something going on there for sure. But Clovis was Predward's internet mommy too. See, so whether it's his real mom, I don't know, maybe because the profile does fit. Actually. The profile fits, or her of LARP Busters being Clovis's actual son. It fits.
Right.
Anyway.
Just,
on the internet, if the shoe fits, right? Might as well wear it.
Why don't you come play piano for us, LARP? See that picture of him with his broken bandaged up fingers playing piano?
Did I tell you where he got that piano from?
Did you? No.
Okay, his grandmother, Clovis's mom, was actually a preacher in a church, and they had to close down the church, and that's a church piano.
Oh. So he just picked it up as a boy?
Interesting little fact.
He picked it up as a child, how to play piano?
It got passed down to him.
Yeah, I was about to say, Shark Clusters couldn't even obliterate his own fucking stupidity. Ha! I made it stupid funny. You see that? No, I mean, the dude can't obliterate anybody. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean, I know LARP has been around for a long time, but LARP is a liar, a compulsive liar. He's never told the truth. Everybody has already obliterated him, annihilated him, smacked him around like a little whore. So, I mean, nobody takes him seriously. But I do apologize for my Wi-Fi and shit like that. It's been going out really bad for the past couple weeks. That's why it's been kicking me off. So I apologize to the people listening in. So, yeah, I mean, LARP hasn't done shit. He hasn't done anything. All he does is start shit with people, and that's all he's ever done. I was on Southwest Jeff's panel. You can ask Clown because Clown was in the chat, and that little motherfucker started picking fights with me. Didn't say nothing to him, but he was picking fights with me for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I
he does
mean,
to me,
that
too.
motherfucker has issues, and he needs a tissue.
He
As
wants
the
to.
Shizzle would say, an E tissue.
He wants to. You know, he wants people to think he's funny. He wants to be Pat Con, you know, which is another.
If I drop
fuckhead.
out again, I apologize, everybody.
All right. He's sorry. Lark wants to be Pat Con so bad.
Okay.
But oh fuck, I got shit to do. I'm neglecting my responsibilities. You guys come to the live, check out Nanya Ghetto Business later on, and yeah, we're gonna shit on Daniel Dowd some more.
You know, if I'm still on, I'll drop the link if she gets it ready.
All right.
If
Now,
anyone's listening, yeah.
make sure you go to my page and look at that fucking Warblob video, dude. Fucking, it's worth it. It's like 10 seconds long, but bro, tell me this guy's not dying. He's dying.
You know, I use these people, especially it came out this morning and I saw it, and I use videos like that as my abs workout, getting my morning abs workout.
When I hear
It's
you like
it's
that,
situation.
if I'm about to work out and I hear that video, I'm like, you know what? At least I'm not that fucking dying slob. And I just sit back down and eat a cheeseburger and drink a soda. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not him. I got a long way to go before I'm that unhealthy. Makes me feel better. Makes me feel better about myself when I see more blob. You know he's watching and crying.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad and pathetic. The whole
He's in-
situation there.
We all saw his legs. He's in denial. He tries to make it seem like, oh, those legs are gone now. Blah, blah, blah. Dude's going to have an operation soon, and he's not going to make it. And so everybody should actually go and say their goodbyes to the blob. It's been fun, you fat bastard.
I just
I gotta
don't
go.
think he's going to cut the weight for the surgery, and I offered to put him on the
No.
Fat Boy program running laps at lunch, but he won't do it.
I think he ran a lap the other day. Did you feel it? There was like a little tremor, and it turned out Warbot was just trying to run. Didn't you feel it? You fat pig.
All I'd have to do is put like some food or like a turkey leg or something on a greyhound, like at the racetrack, right? Where the greyhounds, like, you know, chase a rabbit around the track, put a drumstick on there during lunch, running laps during lunch, and he'll chase it around and lose weight. It'll be great.
Dude, put an Oxycontin on that thing, bro. Fuck, Warbot, he'll probably catch it. Shit, he'll stand
He
there
would
with
probably do a few extra laps for an oxy. I could agree with that.
You hear that, Warblob? You suck cock. I gotta go. I'll see you guys
All
later.
right, thanks for stopping by,
having me on.
Clown.
All right, stop by
All right.
Nunez, y'all. Bye.
Yep. Wow, that was a nice treat. The link is still pinned. Thanks for joining in. Yeah. Oh, I got to do this because we've got offended people watching the chat over the language and so forth, and it's unfortunate because I'm a freedom of speech advocate. Doesn't mean that my speech reflects or any other buddy's speech reflects my speech and my thoughts. So there's our, oh my gosh, there's fantasy on Mr. Cox's channel happening to actually call out the bigger hypocrisy and deeper rooted issues. And it's going to get nasty. It's going to get gnarly. And I like to hear everyone's opinion, both sides. And as long as you don't trip out and freak out and try to overtalk without receipts and right. And you're trying to peddle fantasy. It's like, don't come on my panel and try to groom people with your fantasy. Have some backbone to it instead of flipping out like Envy Cap Ryan. He would come up here and flip out and over talk because you're not really grounded in reality. You think you are. You think you're the only one grounded in reality. But dude, how long were you living out of your car on the road trying to catch Preds with one catch? Anyways, I mean, still one catch.
is better than no catches. So, but yeah, I just wish everybody had put their knowledge together and like, hey, I'm good at this, and oh, okay, I'm good at that, and everybody put your knowledge together and help clean up a pandemic that's worse than the CV-19er, right? Because there's serious victims and issues arising, and even in your, county officials and shit like that, it's nasty. It's not good. Look at all that corruption that's popping off in Kentucky. Still with that sheriff that shot the judge. It's really, with the judge having the sheriff's daughter's phone number in his phone, and the sheriff grabbing the phone and calling his daughter to make sure it's the right number, and her answering, and then the sheriff or the judge getting shot. Okay, you don't want to see constitutional good sheriffs being taken down by, going postal. Anyways. Oh yeah, you think NVCap Fireside? Yeah, if I really actually wanted to go all the way, I would actually make money at it. Just to let you know. Doing it the right way and writing contracts with chiefs of police or sheriffs to actually catch preds and do compliance checks, if I really wanted to do that, there, NVCap Ryan, and not be grubbing on the internet for donos and chump change, basically, really. Okay, I would be doing it straight up because that's what I, went to college for. So, anyways, and other training and credentials, so forth. But the thing is, NVCap Ryan, okay, you're gonna freak out, and that's all right. Try to keep catching. All I wanted to do is somebody. Well, I'm not going to mention any names, but let's just say a couple of different pred catchers, just like some cop watchers. I just wanted to help them be successful and give them the best advice possible to stay out of jail and not get hemmed up by a pred trying to sue them. But I tried to help you out a little bit, and but you're not using that tactic for some reason. Maybe that's why you're not very successful. Your tactic isn't working. But, still, you get one catch a year, hey, props to you. You can be as big of an idiot as you want to be in my chat room until, hey, is that St. Lawrence? What are you doing, man? I hope you're doing good. $, NVCap bitch side. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, seriously, that's the research that if I would have wanted to go like full-time pred catching, it would have been signing contracts, a subcontract with a police chief or a sheriff doing a compliance check, and let's say 5 or 6, catches, and maybe even do a compliance check on officers, because even my local jurisdiction had a cop that went down for partying with minors and various other illegal acts, let's put it that way, to try to keep it light. And man, I wish some of the locals that are just such hard hitters, right, would have actually been on top of that and helped out and maybe help avoid, right? But anyways, those things help avoid those things happening. What's up, FK? Your feelings? That's as much as Ryan is projecting in my chat, I wouldn't doubt that you're right about that. FK, your feelings? Anyways. Your proof? What do I need proof of? Do you want my college transcripts, but like some other recent fans that have found, other people's channels, not mine, basically? That's the best way I can explain that. Do you need college transcripts there, NVCap? Why didn't you go to college? Oh, wait a minute. NVCap claims he's already got his master's in what, I wonder? Anyways. there's some somebody that moved in recently down the street. Now they're having band practice like once a week. I really want to go over there, but they're kind of playing cover tunes, barroom cover tunes. I'm like, at least want to pop in and go, hey, you guys need a demo recorded? Introduce myself, because that's how you make things happen, everyone. That's what I learned in the recording industry. You have to pound the pavement and look for those bands that need demos recorded. That's how you make a little bit of money. Just saying. That's no proof necessary. Let me see. Pure proof. PP Napoleon, are you Anthony Cruz? Because I know how much you don't like Pure Virus. Man, why don't you just come in on your regular account and talk some BS? I haven't seen anything on Pure Virus. All I've heard is just talk. Dude, is that Mitch? Dude, I hope you're doing good, man. Let me catch Pred catching teammates calling him a crack sugar baby and stuff. No, I haven't been catching his catches. I just remember when he was out with PHI and he almost got him shot like a dummy. And how many times has Ryan almost been stabbed or shot? I mean, that might be like, you might need to put on a few pounds and a little extra training there, at least some martial arts to learn how to protect yourself. If you're going to do that, just saying. But anyways, Mitch, man, I hope you're doing good, dude. And I miss your shows, really, seriously. And, slanging crazy shit at you and you slanging crazy shit at me. And it was all supposed to be fun, right? I didn't get butt hurt. Mitch didn't get butt hurt. And by the way, for all you shill bags out there, disinfo agents, I think Mitch can land women better than the garbage woman having to roofie women in a dive bar with his Appletinis. He wouldn't need that. I don't think Mitch would need that to land women, but the garbage man does. Just saying. He doesn't want to address that, really. But, yeah, I hope you're doing good, Mitch. I miss your shows. Dang it. Have you seen those threats that I do every once in a while? It's funny. I made a threat. It's just stupid veiled threats, right? It's supposed to be funny, right? I'll do them to Nunya. I'm like, Nunya, you better go live or I'm gonna right something stupid, right? Mitch, you better Hoax Wars, you better go live or I'm gonna have to. And it's just supposed to be funny and people might take it serious, but I mean, oh my gosh, why can't we have like the internet is the Wild West and well, I mean, I don't mind LARPing it out, especially to point out predator type behavior and sickos like Vic and other people that have infiltrated the pred catchers and trying to still infiltrate the pred catchers to make it look bad. To cut off the donos. That's all it is, really, is to cut off the donos. But anyways. Yeah, no proof, man. I haven't seen any proof on FK Your Feelings, and yeah, it's getting hot in AZ, that's for sure. Fishing season for me is kind of over. I got one trip out to where caught some medium-sized fish and made a lot of trout tacos. It was great. I got to go on mute just for like 25, 30 seconds here. Well, I appreciate people joining in, and we got more than usual. I guess somebody ran out of money to get our numbers throttled to make it look like there's only 4 people watching. But join link should be pinned. Let me make sure if anybody's got any would like to reconcile or maybe even have
Any grievances you want to air, if you feel like you've been hurt by my hurty words. I mean, I don't want to do that. I don't want people to be offended, but I mean, other people are gonna say hurty words, which I'm not responsible for, but I still believe in freedom of speech. So, I mean, I cannot believe Mad Max freaking dropped out. Rage quit. He said he was going to, well, I mean, he tried to call me out on Shizzle's panel saying that I was too big of a PU-55 Yankee to panel up when I was eating dinner. Then when I did, Krusty Cat's got to come on, and they're trying to tag team Mr. Cox. And I should play the clip of Krusty Cat threatening me with the Hell's Angels. Whoa, wouldn't that be a way to go out, everyone? Go out in a blaze of glory and roll some freaking drug dealers. Seriously, like totally rob drug dealers vigilante style that pisses off the Hell's Angels, and they come in. Wouldn't that be like, a glorious way to go out? I mean, if they're going to threaten it, I might as well, oh my gosh, right? Coming up on this probably the last weekend of spring, to me anyways. I'm in Arizona. I'm just surprised as much trash people talk and got a gaslight with the Urban Deceptophile. As much as people got to talk BS, and then I got a link pinned. They don't want to come over here for some reason. I'm just amazed at that. Yeah, I'm always throwing out prayers to What's Truth, man. He's golly, what a trooper, man, to make it through what he did and try to speak truth on the internet after what happened to him, and then still got sickos that just project onto him the sickest crap and fantasy, like Mad Max in the Data Miner Max in the chat earlier. Doesn't want to panel up here. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, would anybody in the chat like to comment on, could you imagine having someone like want you to vet yourself so far down as to needing your college transcripts to prove you're not full of BS? Could you imagine the desperate measures of that? But I don't know, instead of just ringing my phone, right? That's serious. What other credentials would anyone like to see? Anybody need to panel up and need me to show some credentials? I mean, I already trolled with my, Urban Deceptophile. He goes off that I put out a credential recently that was in crayon. But he doesn't know the difference between singular and plural, and he's like, he's got credentials and crayons. No, that was one that I was trolling you guys with, and my forklift license. That was just a little, poof, here you go, little peck of rice. And then my Hilti license to be able to kind of blow some things up. So what? Bet you, John, I bet you he doesn't have gosh, who was that? Aussie John, Building 7 John. He doesn't have a Hilti license to blow things up. Oh, but he just has a license to blow things up. Psh, I can do way better than that. Well, I mean, no, you haven't. All right. I still haven't shown my confined space entrant license because Telly wants to see it so bad. Maybe I'll show it down the road. No, seriously, I got training in confined space entrant, especially for the internet, right? Those confined spaces, those, insta ban, like in Predward's chat, you get insta banned. Right? I can crack that hatch and go in with like a lot of different, sock accounts after you get insta banned. Anyways, I mean, they want to play sock account fantasy. I like sock account fantasy. But I try to keep it above the belt and, try to use clips of what other people say. And even sometimes of myself, on a different panel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Warbot. No. Warbot ain't doing nothing besides making community posts like Vic. Seriously, man. Seriously, Warbot, I can help you lose that weight so you can get your surgery, so you can come through with your words of saying, I'm going to destroy people when I get better and after my surgery. Dude, I'm telling you, I can help you get on the Fat Boy program running laps at lunch. And make it fun for you. You can chase around a turkey leg on the Greyhound track, or that rabbit that's going around and they chase, right? Put a turkey leg on there for you. But I do think Clown Force is right. Well, what we could do about the Oxycontin, right? But what we could do is actually let them catch after, for incentive, let Warbot catch that turkey leg one lap around. He finally caught it right before the finish line. Right? He'd been chasing off, salivating, right? But then not let him catch the oxy. See, you need to get off of that stuff, right? He's chasing around 5 laps before he gasses out and collapses. I think I'm giving him way too much credit. I think he's only going to last like a few hundred feet and he's done, right? Then the rabbit will come all the way around the track and hit him in the back of the head and knock him out. And you still missed the turkey leg when he could have just laid down and waited for it to come around. But you got to have good enough reflexes there, Spamton and Warbot, to beat people up like you say you're going to do, right? Or even the veiled threat of it. No, their veiled threats are like, we know where you lay your head at night, Cox. I'm going to go poke a voodoo doll on you, Cox. Man, just shut up, dude. What you got going is stupid and weak. But hey, I guess I'm only 5'5" and 115 pounds, right? Just like Envy Cap Ryan's got a projected. Clown, you're 5'6" and 300 pounds, Clown Force. Anyways. Well, at least everybody's in good spirits on this side. We're not all pressed and got to come up with lies and fantasy. I mean, unless you're Clown Force and you're like, yeah, you're probably doing this. I'm like, oh, Clown Force. Oh, that's some serious stuff. But I don't know. I mean, could be right about Envy Cap Ryan. I mean, I wouldn't put it past little Ryan to make it look bad as possible. Pred catching. We'll make it look as bad as possible to what? To help call it vigilanteism. To have a judge go, oh my gosh, you're a vigilante. I got to drop this case. And Ryan just in court, he just shuts up. That's no BS. And he just goes quiet. Doesn't even do one of those. He just goes quiet. Like, yep, okay, I'm doing my job. Judge is calling me a vigilante. I just lost my case. Perfect. I get paid. I mean, I'm just making him the example. I'm sure there's other ones out there that example is actually perfectly true. Seriously, how Ryan, since you're tuned in, he probably rage quit, but he's not going to go back at that case and go, no, Judge, what I'm doing is not vigilanteism. No, he just let it go in the courts so other courts can use that precedent and go, yup, this pred catching that's happening across the country, guess what? It's vigilanteism. Drop the cases so our sicko way of eating babies and trafficking kids can keep on going. That's what you're doing there, NVCAP, Ryan. That's what you're a part of. It's bad. Especially that garbage man. Dude, that guy is making it look really stupid. Right, you see, Ryan, that's what I wanted to do is help keep pred catchers and cop watchers out of jail and activists going, yeah, some of your movements out there are being led by felons, snitches, preds, peds, sellouts, shills that you think has got some, worthy cause and streets cred, right? No, they're being led by total infiltrates and to fatten up the court system and make it all look like really bad domestic terrorism and vigilantism. And for me to point that out, right, and help, I mean, if someone does want to do some cop watching or pred catching, and I see that they're up against a really bad, like, corrupt police force, I'm going to give that guy my advice and my knowledge. Because that's what I studied in college, was police oversight and accountability, administration of justice, and how to collect data from the streets, either arrests or whatever, to make statistics to be able to what? Make laws. And then get the funding to do that through grants, so forth. That's what I was taught in college. Did I want to do that? No, I saw through it like my third year. I was like, nope. So I really wanted to graduate college, go on to another college from my minor in zoology to become a fish and game law enforcement officer, to agent, to take down serious, wildlife offenders that want to poach wildlife in like Alaska and go in deep on them. Why not, right? If I'm going to do it. So decided against that. But the same studying concept, guess what applies to what other type of predator that wants to poach? Animals. Well, guess what? Found the combo where they want to mess with kids and animals. Oh, wow. Didn't know it was that gross. That's pretty, wow. Wish I, really had some really good backup to really make a dent, but don't need it. I got God. God's got my back, so I'm good with that. Right? Don't work for anybody. Don't want no contracts again. I mean, if we exchange information and knowledge, that's freedom of assembly, right? Right? I mean, why would some idiot on the YT streets need to say, oh, these two people talk together? They're working together. No. When you exchange information and your knowledge, or, talking points, debating, wow, they don't want that. Oh, imagine finding what company or subcontractor of the government would want to help facilitate censorship industry. Oh, wow. That's just way too hard to do the math on that. Nah. You can't have any of that now. You can't have people exchanging knowledge. Proven facts. Oh, no, they're working together. And then that RSO over there, oh, they're working with him. Oh, you just had a serious offender on your panel. Oh, I wonder why he's there. Some of them, right? You don't know. Still, you got to advocate for freedom of speech. Not that I want to. I think if you're a registered offender on a registry, you shouldn't be on FM radio, AM radio, ham radio, CB radio, TV, movies.
you need to be removed from the public view. You're lucky you're not getting firing squad immediately, which I advocate for. Right? Even if you're the pred catcher with Trump, you know, one of his talking points when he first became president or before was he's going to make crimes against children death penalty. Yeah, I totally, and women and other egregious crimes, right? So, yeah, what happened to that, dude? Oh, wait a minute, he's being accused. Well, what happened to that, right? Yeah, interesting. No, that would take no due process and a pred catcher having all the evidence with a witness before even the police show up. You confront them. Do you got any last words? Are you, you know, why are you meeting up with a 3-year-old in the park? And you can't say the actual number, or else I will get. That's something that I've learned. But anyways. So yeah, they show up. You've got the evidence and a witness. You give them 2 slugs to the forehead, and that's the mark of sickos trying to meet up with children in the park. Okay, and other scenarios that I mean, I think it's a great thing. Just like when cop watching was a good thing, but then all of a sudden you had people that taking plea deals like Pred were infiltrating it to make it look bad. It's not good. That's a waste of taxpayer dollars. Just saying. Should we go in and check on Johnny Five, see if he's recouped after his nap? So the last thing that the what I call network naggers or the puppy mill puppies, the barking puppies, the last thing that they would want is for people to actually get together and create legislation for something like that with no due process, crimes against children, even well, you're still catching someone in the progress of a crime, not someone, but an individual that wanted to meet up in the park. But anyways, wouldn't that be a good deterrent though? See, and that's what I like to talk about as far as criminology instead of the stats and how to, gather stats and, get grants to be able to make laws and legislation. I much rather go, I wonder why they're not legislating for this, right? I'll be on mute for about 15, 20 seconds here. Hey, Jeff, I think the link should be pinned, but I can drop another one. Oh man, I thought the join link was on my clipboard, so I got to kind of go back here. And I thought everything was pinned. Jeff, maybe you need to either refresh or hit the all messages option for your little censorship tool gear there in the chat of
only seen some comments, but I got to go back and actually recopy. Let's see what Jeff wants to have to bring up here. Group 2. And here we go. I didn't hit the end button this time. Almost. Okay. There we go. Now I think what I gotta make sure those two links look the same. Oh, I need a. So I wonder if anyone really has any true objection on how to clean up a pandemic, a bad problem in the country. What are the solutions, right? And has a problem with trying to give advice to pred catchers so they win their cases and don't go to jail, like the cop watchers, right? To help clean up corruption in this country. What is so wrong with that? Anyways, is that so? Is that really okay? Yeah, that's Southwest Jeff.
Hey,
I
what's
like
up?
that avatar, man. Those avatars are hilarious, right?
I know.
Those PFPs.
Yeah, thanks to Nanya sent it to me, but she said somebody else made it, so I couldn't fit it all in
I
there.
don't
But they're
usually
gonna
give
try
up
to
my
resize it.
sources on that.
All right, first of all, I want to talk about OBM for a second, but Shizzle's saying something I don't even know. I mean, understand there are false accounts of me going around, and I've said it over and over and over and over and over. The very end of official, they replace the lowercase L with an uppercase I. There's that account, which I posted on my community page. There's also another one that's obviously not me because they spell it different, put letters next to it or whatever. That's why I tell moderators and, channel owners, please check the channel. Because they'll go around and people will literally think it's me. I don't know who Scat is. I don't have no idea what you're talking about, Shizzle. You're always bringing stuff up that I have no clue about. I'm not on YouTube all the time. But let me get back to OBM. Is he still here? I think he was in chat.
Yeah, not on panel.
Yeah. No, I have nothing against him at all. Look, and by the way, speaking of LARP busters, I saw him talking shit I'm not going to say where, because I don't want to give promotion to this person. But talking shit about me. And I keep telling myself, because I had him banned for like a year or two, several times actually. And then he'd ask and beg, and I was like, okay, just keep it above the belt, whatever. But understand, when you have a monetized channel, you have to be careful what you say. And and sometimes, things in chat you can say a little more about, or things in the panel you can't, and vice versa. That's why I'm going to start a backup channel.
Can I just stop you there for a second? Can I just stop you there for a second?
Yeah.
So when you talk about that too, okay, so this could be part of the problem, okay? Is that so like when I went on your panel, like one of the first times, LARP Busters was talking his dirty, crazy fantasy, exactly what you're talking about. It's a monetized channel. You got to kind of keep it above the belt. But it was okay that he was talking his below the belt BS fantasy on me, but I was the one that got booted. Okay. So you hear what I'm saying? Now, I'm not the only one. I was like, let's say the precursor or the warning system to go, oh, wow, these guys got some real problems. And you don't want the fantasy, right? You don't want the sick stuff that they're projecting. But it seems like the ones that are doing the most are okay to, be there. And then that's when you just start losing people and they're going to talk shit. Now, here's my suggestion, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Is just, you know what? Let the shit talking help keep you sober. Okay. Make that be, just your abs workout. That's what I do. It's my abs workout not the gross stuff, but it's the attempt to have to do the gross shit, so forth. Did you catch anything that I was saying there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I really shouldn't be up here. I got family on their way over, but I got multiple things going on. I just wanted to. I saw you were live, and
This is what happened.
I rewound.
So you got, you want to kind of lay down the law, but at the same time, you don't really kind of know what's going on, and people are taking advantage of that, so forth. I
Hold
get
on.
it, but
I
yeah.
can barely hear you. I don't know what that noise is, but there's a
Might be me. Hold on.
like something scraping or a motor running or something. Okay, it's gone now. But yeah, I don't. But anyways, yeah, I see the fact, and there's certain things that I will say just to try to be peaceful on a panel. In real life, do I agree with everything? No, But on YouTube, like for instance, I got that they what's his name? I think it was one of the Predvidians sent a privacy complaint on that one channel or that one stream that I did a few nights ago. Okay, so AI got it, and they gave me an email and whatnot. And I got to call my rep on Monday, and it didn't really matter.
You want to talk about AI now, but you got family that you need to go for. I don't think you want to get into this conversation with AI if you got to go.
No, hold on. I'm trying to make it. You got to let me finish my sentence here. So, anyways, that was
taken.
taken.
Nice on your panel if I was able to finish this sentence. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, same here. It'd be nice if you let me defend myself when you weaponize pedophilia and make me.
Oh
look
my
like
gosh, you are so obsessed with what? Shizzle, I barely even know you. I barely know you. I don't even know who Stat is.
I just started talking. You've been talking this whole time. Now it's my turn.
Okay, I'm not going to come up here.
You let somebody on your panel weaponize pedophilia against me, and you made it look like I'm stalking his family. Then when I defend myself,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Then you boot
Explain
me.
It to me.
When I defend myself, you boot me. Then you let the fucking alleged Dojo Diller run his shit. And I'm still booted to this day. Has he provided the proof yet, Jeff?
If you want me to talk, you got to let me listen to you. I don't even know what a Dojo
You booted me when I was defending myself.
I gotta go, or you're not paying attention, and that's the problem. Okay,
he's yelling. Look, I don't want to yell. Okay, just talk.
Well, then maybe try to be a back and forth.
You were interrupting the fuck out of me. If you didn't interrupt and let me talk, you little bitch.
Here's the thing, Kate. Hold on, everyone, please. Jeff, I hope you stay sober. I hope you're doing good in your sobriety. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
When you were drinking, you helped fuck a lot of shit up. But I mean, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask Shizzle. Well, I'm on a limited time, but Shizzle, did I do this?
All right. Well, Jeff, you should just,
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it quickly. I knew I shouldn't have came up. I'll just leave.
That's all right, though.
I tried to settle this real quick. Shizzle, did this happen when I was drinking and I didn't? I mean, help refresh
I don't know. I'm not
data
mining you. I don't talk about you, and I don't data mine you.
But I don't talk about you either. I don't already know you.
And when I defend myself, you don't let it happen. I've never said anything bad about you, though.
Please tell me when. Give me the link. Tell me the stream. I don't remember.
I have it. I have it all. Do you want me to show you? Hold on.
Sure. Yes, please. And I will apologize if that happened. Shit.
All right. I mean, I said my piece. You will not apologize, and you probably will not unban me. And
I just said
has not provided the evidence.
You gotta go, right?
Oh my God!
Go. And it's okay. I mean, I hear you. I try to hear both sides, but when you don't have the time to actually,
no, he said he's gonna. No, he said he's gonna show something. So I'm waiting. I said I will apologize. If there's something I just missed or forgot, I don't really know Sizzle that well. I really don't.
Me too, but if you don't have people on the other side to actually retain the information when it's been tried to be presented to you in the past, it's it's kind of.
Well, I mean, he keeps saying weaponize. I'm like, I don't even know. I honestly don't even really know what that means, hardly, to be honest with you. And he said this before. I'm like, I don't even know Shizzle that well. I really don't. I don't know who Scat is. I don't know a Scat on YouTube. I don't know what a Scat is.
Talking about Scotty Bromance, the alleged Dojo Diddler.
Oh, you mean Scotty Karate, Reservation of Doria or whatever. I don't go to that channel virtually at all. I don't hang around on these YouTube channels anymore like I used when I was drinking a lot. Sure.
Yeah, I did. You used to a little bit. It's all good, though. Yeah, what he was trying to do is suck up to you and get him wrenched so he can kick people out like myself and like OBM and Shizzle and.
No, I went on an unbanning spree on my channel, and if I unbanned some people that I didn't want to unban, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'll look. I'm pretty sure I unbanned Shizzle yesterday or last night, or rather. But I'll unban him. But he's got to quit coming at me with things I don't even know about or even remember. And if I do do it,
so
I'll definitely
I just tried to tell you quick. Okay, I tried to tell you quick. Like, here's a suggestion, right? But I don't know if it really sinks in or what. But the thing is when you have people like Lurk Busters there that are trying to say like myself's an agent, okay, and he has for a long time. When I'm not, I don't work for anybody. But it's to get me banned and dropped and silenced because they're playing some type of
I'm getting doxxed.
I can tell you exactly what they're
doing.
I'm
getting doxxed in your chat. I'm getting doxxed in your chat. Oh my gosh, you got a wrench in my channel. I thought I had one in here, but I don't. Gee, Chris, these people have nothing better to do.
Don't be like that in the chat. I figured that account was there. Can somebody with a wrench just grab that? I think he did.
They got it.
Yeah, they got him.
But yeah, no, it's just
I knew they were trying to be cool at first, just to dox and. Here's the thing in the chat. Let me go through this. Okay, Jeff. In the chat, whoever that sock account was that just got banned for that sick shit. Okay, when was this report? And why would he be out of jail if it was such heinous crimes? Why wouldn't he be in jail right now? They do the same thing. And could you imagine being called the C word by JT Colfax that was once the main suspect in the JonBenet Ramsey murder? Really? And MTF, him and MTF calling you the C word. That you're, doing crimes against children and things like that, right? That's sick.
Yeah.
But when you let somebody like Larby and talk their sick crap, it's just people are going to unsub, and that's my main point. People are just going to kind of be pissed and go away, but I'm not saying don't let them talk his sick crap. It's freedom of speech. It's just when they're on loop about it, it looks like just like what happened to you. Exactly what happened to you has happened to me with my address, sick things associated with that comment, right, Jeff?
I appreciate that. And yes, and Shizzle, I appreciate that. I honestly, when I don't know something, I just don't know.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing, Jeff, since you're still here, okay? Here's another thing, is when you're worried about more what's going on in the chat than actually listening to what's going on in the panel, hopefully your clarity comes back from all those years of drinking. You pull your shit together, okay? Be more in the moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Be more in the moment.
Yeah. Well, people gotta understand too. It's like people will post. Let me just get this off. I shouldn't even came up here because I gotta kind of hurry. But let me just say this. Two things.
10 minutes ago, you're gonna be out of here. It's okay though, man. I'll try to wrench you up just in case. But everybody that is wrenched up, they got your back too. If there's doxes and things like that. If I don't get to it.
I appreciate. I don't want to lose my train of thought because that's what I have an issue with memory, so I don't want to lose my train of thought. There's two things I want to discuss. I already forgot. Okay, so somebody took a picture of Nunya said something in, I guess it was my chat, about something, and we have there's jokes that we say that are not really whatever. I don't know if that's what it was, and they posted it as the gospel truth, and Jeff allowed that in his. I don't, when I have 100 people, 80 people, whatever, I don't see everything in chat. I try, but I can't. Like you just said, we got to concentrate on the panel, not concentrate on the chat. That's what I try to do.
I totally get what you're saying. Okay, now let me just ask you a question since you're still here, okay? Just hang out until you absolutely have to go, okay? Here's the thing, okay? You said you've been a pastor in the past, right?
Yes.
Okay. So have you maybe told some over-the-line jokes to throw comedy back at these sickos on the internet?
Probably, yeah.
Have you crossed the line with your language?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So have I. I admit it. Okay, but it's to almost mirror back what these idiots and sickos are trying to project, right? You go at them. Okay, now let me ask you this, okay? You used to be a minister and everything. What do you think about grace? Okay, we said some nasty things as Christians, and I've even denounced Christianity because of idiots that are like, dude, if you're a Christian, I don't want to be a Christian. If you're a representation of Christianity, I don't want to be a Christian, but still am, right? I mean, come on. We can do
the Bible
even bad
says
jokes like that.
The Bible says we should give grace to those who forgive. Yeah, and I'm very forgiving. People know that I'm probably overly forgiving.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a pastor, would you tell somebody that they were such a sinner that, and even for like just a small transgression, Kay, would you tell them that there is no grace available for that?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question? Yeah, got me off guard.
Would you tell a sinner, somebody that's just a small transgression?
We're all sinners.
Right. But as a pastor, would you tell that sinner there's just no grace?
Never.
You don't get grace for stealing a candy bar out of the store. You have no grace for that.
Never.
Right?
God died. Jesus died for all of us. For the Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. I mean, I stole a candy bar when I was 3. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know I was stealing, but we got to the register. They laughed, and I got the candy bar. I mean, like, but. We should give grace to.
Oh, Jeff, wait a minute! You didn't learn your lesson back then. No wonder you turned out like you did, right? So I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, whatever your line is, okay, especially as a believer in Christ and God, okay, no matter what your line is, there is that grace, but there's a worthy cause why we might go aggro for a minute and throw back the sickness that they're trying to project to hide what they're doing. And we found these people, Jeff. We found a lot of these crazies that have either taken a plea deal or whatever to infiltrate a community, just like the cop watchers. They had them too. Just like J6, the Proud Boys had an infiltrate leader, okay, right? For a bunch of people to get set up.
Okay.
So, and that's what we found. I think you know that.
Well, you've been around. You've been around longer than I have, as far as being on YouTube and whatnot. I was a viewer, but not involved really per se. But they're kind of say one more thing, and then if we have more time, we'll just go. But I just want to get this out of. Instead of me going live real quick, I figured, hey, you're offering an open panel, and I like to,
Oh, right on.
But anyways. So last night I got DM'd and I was about to go to bed, and they sent me a couple screenshots and a couple clips of. I'm not going to promote the channel because anyway, I'm not really supposed to talk about them because of whatever. I'm not going to say anything else. But anyways, they twist little things. Okay, so because I said something about Randy. By the way, I was 6 years old when Randy Rhoads died. People, when he was with Ozzy Osbourne, I was 6 years old, about to be 7. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold your thought. Hold on. Hold your thought. How long ago did Hulk Hogan pass? What's going on there?
That was, I think that was earlier this year or last. I think it was in February, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out. Thank you. I figured you'd know.
If it's true, I'm pretty sure it's true. I can't look it up right now. I'm on my phone, but can I just get to what I want to say?
So what was kind of convincing for me is recently one of his daughters and his wife kind of came out and were, got more public. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say why? Here's not. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these idiots, right, on YouTube, right? Why are they so obsessed with a stranger on the internet? Like, they're so obsessed. They took one thing I said 4 years ago on Chris LaRoche's What's Your Story, which I think he took down, about my inspiration to play guitar was mainly Randy Rhoads. And yeah, we were doing Square Harmonics by Dimebag Darrell. We were doing Pinch Harmonics, blah, 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 blah on Facebook. And then I may have said something later on, like 5 years later, 4 years later, whatever it was. Maybe I said it a little bit different, and they want to attack me over just twisting I don't have I don't have photographic memory. All I know is my inspiration was from mainly Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen, and eventually Dimebag Darrell, and the list goes on. But that's why, and it's like they'll take that and do a whole panel over it. It's ridiculous. It's so immature. It's like childish. Anyways, but yeah, I have no problem with Shizzle. I will go through my ban list and make sure he's unbanned. He's welcome. And when I have a panel next time, he can come up and just talk like adults. And, I'm glad he said he forgives me. And I really don't know. Like when I say I don't know, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand everything. I don't remember, especially when I was drinking. There's a lot of things I don't remember. You know what I mean? Even when I'm not drinking, I still tend to forget things. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm going to be 51 years old and I have a memory issue. That's why the doctor gave me medicine. And somebody will have to refresh my memory, and they'll do it a lot in chat. It's like, oh, now I remember. But yeah.
Well, sometimes I've tried to talk with you a couple of times, and it's just like you're too busy. You can't retain it all, and that's what they count on too. So, keep you so busy and pressed that they can just. Somebody like Vic is gonna try to threaten you with court, and you're trying to take care of your elderly parents and actually have a life, not living on the couch of his 20-year plus relationship with his boyfriend in Atlanta, getting it all cush, right? So. But let me tell you this, since you're still here, actually, Jeff.
Legally talk about certain people.
Do you remember when Vic was working on his friend that was a teacher, where he was a family? He was in the basement, living in the basement to build a hobbit house. He had 5 years. Then all of a sudden, he found a gun, and then he was gone soon thereafter. Really interesting how that all worked out, right?
I know exactly. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about him because of the investigation. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
No, what we're doing is we're actually putting more into the investigation by talking about it, because these are true facts, right?
Can I explain to you exactly what happened? I know it firsthand. Okay, so
I was tuned in also, and that's
no. This was a private phone. No, please, just give me. Okay,
all right, I'll mute out.
I just need a couple minutes. That's all. Look, this is back in the day when I thought we were friends. We were on the phone, and he had mentioned he was working on a project in a basement or something. He showed some things on the internet, whatever, and he said he had found a 357 Magnum. I said, well, you might want to let the owner know. And it went from there. I said, you need to turn in the police or let the owner know. And okay, that was about it. And then all of a sudden, he tags me one day with this gun. I have my own firearms. I don't need to see some unusual firearm. Apparently, he still has it because he put a picture and says, Southwest Jeff, why do you have this? I'm like, I don't have everybody knows what guns. I have family that work in the damn police department here, the sheriff's department. So calling the Rio Rancho Police Department or the Sheriff's Department ain't going to get y'all nowhere because they already know what's going on. They're probably watching right now. I'm being completely honest with you. You can take it how you want, everybody. But yeah, he did that. And I screenshotted it. And it's like, what the hell? I have my own firearms. I don't think he's allowed to have one if I'm not mistaken. But I can't really talk about certain people because it really is. I really can't. I got a phone call last week, and I've just got to be careful. Okay, there's an investigation going on, and there are certain people I just can't talk about. So I just want to leave it at that. Let the authorities do their thing, the feds do their things, and the attorneys and this, that, and the third. And
you know what? Okay, let me ask you this. I can ask you some questions. You don't have to answer them, right? Here's the thing: is do you believe in like the Q movement?
You mean a QAnon?
Yeah.
I didn't know much about it. I know it went on, I think, around the first election of Trump, and I did buy it for maybe a month, and I was like, wait a minute, this is, yeah, I did believe it for a little while. They did have me look hook, line, and sinker, but it didn't take me long to realize it might be I don't know what the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I don't necessarily believe that now, though.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. To go by more by the court case record is what I've found. Right.
What's that?
All these arrests. See, that's what I was going into. But the QAnon was like, oh, these arrests are happening, but we can't show it.
Yeah.
Do you think all these arrests are actually all these investing? Okay, I was wanting to ask somebody too, since you're still here. Okay, is ICAC or NECMEC possibly totally infiltrated?
I think everything can be infiltrated. Yeah, I think that everything can be infiltrated by. I mean, just politicians, police departments, military, whatever. You name it. Regular job, McDonald's. You name it. Everything can be infiltrated. Obviously, that's just common knowledge right there. And there's a lot of freaking predos in the so-called panel offset community. There are a lot, and there's things I'm not even allowed to say right now, and it sucks because I'm under a situation. I'll shut up, but I don't want to get in trouble. So I know people hate that, but that is for real. I can't talk about certain things and certain people, and then when people bring it up, they get mad at me, and it's like, no, you don't understand.
That's kind of the thing why I've tried to do social media drama news, so I can and try to formulate solutions to serious problems.
Right.
Be able to talk about that as evidence and being inserted into the public record because, right, Jeff, anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet even, right?
Right. Yeah. But, yeah, I know who I can't even say it because I was told not to, but I know who FCC is now. I know who Warbot is now. I know where they live. And I can't even say anything because I've been ordered not to. So I just can't. And because the I just can't. I'm not allowed to.
Let me ask you this though: what would the outcome or charges be for so-called or like the outcome, the prosecution, right? 2 years in jail, $50,000 fine, something like that, for their actions even though they might not have crimes against children necessarily, like Warbot, he's too fat to leave his house besides to go see doctors, right?
I'm just letting you talk. Like I said, I can't really talk about certain things, but I'm just listening.
I think you can talk about what the charges would be. What do you think? 10 years and $50,000 fine for their involvement in what they're doing.
I don't know.
Or is that at 10 to 25?
I have no clue, brother. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. We'll find out.
I think having the ability to make predictions is important, and just even talk about that because you are able to talk about that. So, anyways.
Yeah, I got to wait for a 3-letter person to call me, and then they're going to tell me instructions on what I can or can't.
They're probably just gonna tell you again, don't talk about it, but we know it's happening. They're under investigation and it's been needing to be done for a long time, but what it does is puts everybody else under investigation, by you showing up and you sparking up a stream, right? And it's kind of some of these investigations are a waste of taxpayer dollars and can be used as a political tool, weapon, and to shut down activists like cop watchers and pred catchers. So and that's why they might be there in the first place. Dirty part of the FBI. So if the FBI is investigating some of these scumbags, well, here's the thing, Jeff, is there's something still going on with the FBI, in my opinion, because you remember the murder of Lavoy Finicum, right? Shot in the back by the FBI. Well, some of those agents that did that were awarded medals for shooting that rancher in the back under Kash Patel's FBI. So you don't know actually, who you're actually giving information to and whether or not really what side they're on. And that's been part of the problem why some of these scumbags have gotten away with what they've gotten away with. There's some type of snitch qualified immunity to take plea deals, even sickos. And it's been found. All you got to do is, look at the writings of Trevor Aronson. He finds it to use these sickos as informants and plants and shit like that. It's
state. It's like a bunch of freaking state actors. There are a lot of those on the internet. There's a lot of
You know what?
infiltrators.
It's funny because Warbot will go, "What's a state actor? Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe. I think he's a good guy. I don't even know who the guy is. I think he's a good guy."
Right. Yeah, right. He was buddies with a predator.
Right. To have JT Colfax meet up with Rob Lowe
about
to do a hit piece on CPP Tommy. That's some crazy stuff, Jeff.
It is. It's hard. It's hard when I see, like, I'll see somebody that's like, like paneling and, talking shit about whoever, like Nunya or me, or just fill in the blank, how they do. And I'm thinking to myself, if they only knew that they're probably going to be in prison this time next year, I would assume, if they only knew that, or that's a possibility, I'll say. A possibility, allegedly, that they are going to be arrested soon, and I cannot say a word. You know what I mean? And yeah, you
don't want to give the heads up to any preds, so they start running and maybe kidnap a girl on their way out of the state, because that's what happened to JD's pred that he got.
Yeah.
You don't want to alert. Oh my God, I'm going to be indicted or arrested, and they run out of state.
Well, let me just say that. Right. No, a long time ago, me and JD used to talk quite a bit. No, when we used to talk on the phone a lot back in the day, he had actually told me that story, and he said the guy took this girl, to another state because I guess it was legal, whatever age of consent it was in the other state than it was in Kentucky or something like that. So when people say that he didn't, what he did to a Chomo, he actually did, in a sense, because that guy threatened to do a bunch of nasty stuff to John's children, and then he already done something with a underage by going across state. You know what I mean? It's like, use common sense, people. I know JD don't like me that much, and I honestly don't. Well, I probably know why, because I don't drink anymore, but I don't have anything against him. I mean, I don't know. One thing is I learned is most people on the internet are not your friends. I mean, I try to be friendly as possible, and I still get attacked.
Yeah, Jeff. I don't know if you might know, but JD tried to come up on your panel the last couple of streams, maybe two streams ago.
Yeah, I saw the old avatar you used to have, and I tried to, and it disappeared. And I was like, well, it might be a troll. I mentioned it on that stream. But again, that stream was taken down by AI because it's probably Cecilton sent a privacy complaint, and I couldn't get a hold of my new rep. So I'm going to try Monday.
You don't think you had JD blocked in your broadcaster, or what?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he's in my blog. I'll have to look again, though. But it's very difficult when all I have is a phone and bad eye vision. But I'll go, if I did a mass unban, oh my gosh, should be 200 doxes just flying through, children and everything.
I'm talking about in your broadcaster, not in your chat.
What do you mean? I guess I got a little confused. Sorry.
There's a blocked list in your broadcaster where you can block people out from coming up on your panel.
Oh, you mean StreamYard?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. I'll have to look at that. I think last time I looked, I think I only had, I think I unblocked everybody, to be honest with you. I'll look though. I'll definitely look. He may be blocked. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But, I got to be careful because some of these people come up pretending to be somebody, then bam, I'm P-bombed. You know what I mean? But no, I did see what appeared to be him in the basement, but then I went to go let him up and it disappeared. And I was like, well, I don't know if that was really him or not, but I didn't get a chance to authenticate or anything. It just disappeared. But yeah, OBM forever, or whatever his name is now, I have nothing against you. I like you a lot. I just ask that, actually now, LARP Busters can be, well, he is, I think he's already banned from my channel. He's not allowed back in my channel. I gave him a chance, 2 or 3 chances now, and he keeps screwing it up. So, and then he talks shit about me on other people's chats. People send it to me, or I catch it myself. Either or, I'm not going to deal with that. He's trying to conquer and divide. I don't know. I know you've known LARP for longer than I have, but I don't know. Yeah, I know there's people, we can agree to disagree. Like there's people in here that we're cool with each other, but they have friends that I might not be cool with, and I have, if you will, that they do not, and that's cool. That's what life is about. I mean, some of my best real life friends to this day, they don't like one of my other friends and vice versa, but we're all still friends. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a wild place. It's crazy.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
It's about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let me just finish real quick because I do have to mute out Shizzle. Thanks for just holding on for a second. It's about trying to call people agents and things they aren't. Like he's been doing for a long time. And when you get told that, hey, he's doing this and he's on loop about it, it looks sus when there's like, I mean, I say let him live and hang himself, right? They don't dare come in here because I won't ban them. I mean, sometimes I do just because they're my chew toys and they get pissed. But anyways, go ahead, Shizzle.
I'm just going to get really cheesy and lame right now. I have to apologize a couple of times. Jeff, I'm sorry for calling you a bitch. PI, I'm sorry for interrupting you earlier. I'm not sorry for interrupting Jeff, though, because he was interrupting me. But I just need to get that off my chest. I felt like
it's all good, brother. I just don't understand some of the stuff, and then somebody has to refresh my memory sometimes. That's just a medical condition I have. I can't help that. You know what I mean? If I don't remember something, I just don't remember it. So if somebody refreshes my memory, usually sparks, that. Well, and if I did something wrong,
you seem to be cordial today, and you said that you don't remember. So that's your testimony, and who am I to tell you that you're lying? And thank you for giving me the time of the day to ask you these questions and or just call you out.
I appreciate it,
dude. No, I'm sorry for interrupting you earlier, PI. I did. My bad. All right, cheesy time's over. You guys could continue.
It happens. When it's on purpose, it's a different thing. When it's on purpose, it's totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, good stream, man. Thank you for streaming.
It's good stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it, Shizzle. I'll make sure you're unbanned. I'll double check before I go live. It might not be till next week before I go live again, but yeah, I like there's a person named Skady in another community, and they nickname that person Scat or Scatty or something. I don't know. So I get confused. I really don't know. Like people have to be more, like somebody said the DJ something rather. I'm like, I don't know who that is, and he said Scotty Crow. I was like, oh, I know who Scotty Crow is. Reservation Adoria or whatever he goes by now. And I've never had an issue with him. I really haven't. But he never really comes around anymore. And then unfortunately, he has some pretty freaking weirdos up on his panel, so I really don't want to entertain that chat, Like I can't trust Angela G. I will never trust Angry G, Angela G, whatever they call. I don't know what she goes by anymore. There's just a few people that I will never ever trust. In the story, I will never give a second chance to, because I know their history and whatnot. So I just can't associate
Jeff, real quick, I'm glad you do come here. All right, every once in a while. All right, I want to I'm gonna bust your balls. I hope you stay sober, dude, because it's just it's serious investigation. Like you think you're going through or whatever you're going through, you need to be sober, dude, because this is serious shit that we've been looking into.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing I can't stand too, is when they see snapshots of our lives on YouTube, right, and the internet in general, and they think they know our whole life when they don't. I've never dealt with a lot of the stuff that I've dealt with on YouTube in my entire life until I came on YouTube. It's just like I've never had to deal with. I thought working in a prison or a correctional facility.
Is it supposed to shock the conscious? Are they there to shock the conscious as a psyop? Come on.
Yeah, and I mean some of the things like you say and stuff, like I didn't understand at first. Like you would say like certain terminology, and I'm like, I don't understand what that means. I really don't. I go look it up or something, and yeah, I'll admit sometimes I don't understand all the slangs and whatever. especially when I started YouTube, I didn't even know what a troll was. I didn't even know what the word IRL meant. All I knew is LOL. That's all I knew. Like, really, sincerely, I'm an old guy. That's all I knew was LOL when I first started YouTube. I think that's the only thing I knew.
Let's switch over since you don't have to go yet. Okay, here's what do you think about the James Freeman situation? You've been keeping up on that, or you too busy?
No, I haven't been keeping up with it in depth, but I did get to see him once here in Albuquerque. He comes to Albuquerque a lot, and I think he really looks like he's having a mental breakdown, unfortunately. And I did find out, and let me clarify this. I did find this out from a good source. He did not get his channel nuked. He hid it for now. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I gathered too. Do you think, because he recently got arrested, and I believe he's out now, that there was enough money raised for him for his bail, so forth. I think he might be out. But I don't know if you went in depth or saw what was going on there. But I think he did a really good double reverse troll. They deployed the grappler on him because he wouldn't stop, but he was doing, I think, the speed limit. I don't think he ran from them at a high speed, but that's what all the trolls are going to put out, and he beat his family up. But you don't know, could be a good troll. He's allowed to go home, I believe, or I mean, could be wrong. Okay, but that's kind of what I've gathered. And Merb, I really like watching Merb because he knows. Like, you remember Merb? Merb the lawyer?
That sounds familiar. Oh, Merb the lawyer. Wow, that's been a while. I didn't know he was still.
Oh, yeah. No, he gives, like, I troll him a little bit. Go, hey, thanks for the 101 lesson here. Nothing really in depth. I just kind of troll him. It's funny.
I like watching, as far as the 1A community, yeah, John Felix is pretty cool, I think. A lot of them, got, like, remember News Now Houston?
You know what? He got trolled out, yo.
Man, he's disgusting.
Do you ever watch Direct D?
I'm subscribed to him. I heard, now correct me if I'm wrong, there's 2 first day auditors that are similar with the word D in it. There's D Street and Direct. Okay. I'm not for sure. I was told by a 1A auditor that he actually went the opposite direction. So I don't know if we're talking about the right person. I'm a little confused on that. So you may have to help me out with which one we're talking about, because there's Direct D.
Well, Direct D's in Arizona. Okay, here's the thing that I wanted to tell you about Direct D. Okay, he did a quadruple reverse troll. Nunya, put your listening cap on. He did a double reverse troll where he got basically one of his harassers to become a defendant in court, and then when he was in court, Direct D logged into the Zoom meeting. He was live. Direct D was live. He was flipping off his camera, calling him a snitch and a shill. And the defendant, the shill, logged in to the live and goes, "Look, Judge, he's live, flipping us off." And that snitch got contempt. It was a great. It shows how obsessed they are. It shows how obsessed you are. Just look at Vic's community post section. Shows you how obsessed they are.
Oh yeah, he doxed my name again, by the way.
Man, that's some bitch shit. But you know what? Somebody like him, and I'll say it, people get pissed. Somebody like him and the way he's been caught on some things and lying to my police department, you're gonna get doxed. And that's it. I don't have to do it. I mean, I'll put his name in some titles, sure. Yeah, because just like the rodent, he needs to be on blast.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about what happened now that everybody's here. I see there's a lot of people in the chat now, but I want to say this about, so I got a privacy complaint from YouTube, obviously. It was for 3 seconds. 3 seconds. You know what it was? It was just a picture of Jonathan. I won't say his last name to respect your panel, but JR. We'll just say JR. And we were listening to Savvy's phone call, and I was like, you know what? Usually I just don't have to do anything because my previous rep would just take care of everything. So I got a new one, and thankfully, but I can't get it. They said to call back Monday, so we'll see what happens Monday. But so I really don't care, to be honest with you. If that panel's permanently gone, it's permanently gone. I really don't stress that much about it. It's on my StreamYard. StreamYard records. I pay for that service. It's on my StreamYard, and I might post it again on Rumble, but I can still appeal it and get it back. And but even if I do, whether I post or not is my decision, And honestly, I really don't care. Most of the time, I really just don't care. If a channel a stream gets taken down, it gets taken down. It's not that important to me. They think it's a big deal or something, but it's not that important. I mean, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's why that stream is gone, folks. They did it last night. I actually watched it almost in real time because I was in my. I'm sorry, did I say last? So last, you have to forgive me. Either last night or night before, but it was around midnight ish, and I went to my YouTube studios to check something because they offered me something. They're always offering me something, and I usually don't. I don't know if it's phishing links or what, but it was still there, obviously. And then literally like 15 minutes later, I went back in there and I was like, wait a minute, where's that stream that, I had the other night? And it was gone. And then I looked at my emails and sure enough, there it was. And of course I can appeal it. And I don't even really, honestly, I may not even appeal it because I really don't care. It's got seen by nearly 1.3 thousand people. So whatever, it is what it is. But I don't stress out about it too much.
Well, hey, I actually do have to boogie myself. I ran out of time.
Yeah, I gotta go. What's up, undefeated champion? Yeah, you're welcome in my channel and everything. Like I said, I've never had a problem with OBM. I was a little bit concerned, and that's why I was asking questions. I was getting mixed answers from different people, but I'm not going to let other people sway who I want in my channel or branched. But I try to listen to people, but I can't please everybody, and none of us can. But I appreciate you having me up. If you're still
what do you think? Can you talk about the Dowd case real quick? What do you think? Give us a recap of what you took out of that last stream with Nunya. And Nunya, if you'll drop a link to your stream coming up, please, in the chat, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, she's about to have another one. I don't know if it's about the same subject, but I think she's about to go live here a little bit. I do want to try to catch that, but I do have family coming over, so I don't know how that's going to work. But if I am in chat and I don't answer anybody, it's because I can't. I may have to go back and forth. It just depends on how busy we get tonight. But I will try to, be a part of that as much as possible. But yeah, I appreciate Nunya, what she does and what she's doing and everything. But anyways, I don't know. But anyways, man, I appreciate you and thanks for having me up. I'm sorry, and I'll go through my ban list and whatever. If I miss anybody, I just missed them. I don't have the greatest vision, but I do my best, and I have no problem with Shizzle at all. I'm glad that we hopefully squashed our beef at least, or at least the first step towards it. But, all right, man. You take care, brother.
All right. Yeah. Peace out, Southwest Jeff. They're logging out.
I'll be in chat for a little bit. All right. Later.
Yeah, I've got some things to take care of. Should we do one more check on that freaking turkey? Little Johnny 5. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he's up and around. He's done with his nap. Here, let's get a good close up of Johnny 5, the first one alive. He was egg number 5. Get him, buddy. You need a turkey. But yeah, he's doing good. 2 days old. 2 days old now. Oh yeah, he just sat down. He's like, I'm gonna take a little chill here. First one to hatch out of many, and yeah, we'll see the rest. What's going on? Anyways, gotta give him good vibes, good music, right? Yeah. I mean, even though I'm in retirement mode, I'll still try to stream every once in a while. And CPP WV, what's happening? Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so kind of recap. try to run my streams like a thesis paper, tell them what you're going to say it, tell them what you said. Do a quick little recap here. I've always been about, if you feel like you've got a worthy cause of being an activist and you're in a hot spot or a hot zone, to keep you out of jail and go, well, just don't hurt anybody, first of all, right? And offer good advice based upon statistics gathered from either arrests of activists or activists getting Preds arrested, or activists like cop watchers getting dirty cops fired, judges fired that are protecting Preds, and to work in a sense what you feel is justice in that department of civilian oversight and accountability. Okay. And a pretty old movement. I've got the college books to prove it. It talks about it. All right. But the thing is to be an activist and not go to jail, to be able to go right up to the line and them set the line and where it's supposed to be at beyond the crime scene. And right. And, yeah, to get good solutions on not how to go to jail and have good results, I'm all about it. Right. And how not to get infiltrated. And, you know, I almost had to make myself the bait to prove some points on that. Okay. And then actually call out some very serious predator type behavior of even home invasion to steal, and even collect, self-admitted to Vic, you know, needed to get some hair, right, to do some spells with Warbot. It's, you know, it's pretty weak. It's still not, you know, the belief of God and Jesus. You know what I've seen too in these cults is they will all of a sudden kind of get caught and then find God and then use God or Jesus in their LARP. Yeah, especially seeing that's what I wanted to get down to with Southwest Jeff. Okay, he used to be a pastor, right? How far does the grace extend, right? I mean, like Vic, he forgave Predward for having CSAM and, you know, illicit illegal material on his phones, right? How far does the grace extend to that? Because I don't think my God or Jesus would be like, yeah, he's all right. No, there's some serious repercussions, and I even believe immediately through the spiritual and justice, if there isn't justice on, you know, through the physical or, you know, the judicial system, letting, you know, sickos go or make plea deals to infiltrate, further infiltrate. Okay. And finding those idiots that would do that and even, you know, have to, you know, be creating serious crimes against children and so forth, or even home invasion and stealing from people and admitting to it, even online. Amazing, huh? What is that type of immunity going on? Right? Yeah, religion's pretty toast. That's all I can say. It's some more times than not where Christians like prove that I don't want to be a part of Christianity because they make it look bad. But it's still, there's still a belief there, and you still call yourself. I just go by like I'm a fringe Christian that Spirit Wars, and they don't like that. So but sorry. But anyways. Yeah, I've seen more progress in the Spirit Wars than just sitting on the pew, unfortunately. But the thing is, I do love listening to the word and preaching, and like Win Worley. You got to check out Win Worley. Goes right in on evil and rolls up cannons and tanks and swinging swords in the spiritual. And that's pretty cool to be able to check that out, let's put it that way. But Yeah, if you like hearing the word, and even back, I think that some of the recordings, if you find like the Win Worley channel, those recordings are back like from the late 70s, early 80s. And they're calling out the NWO back then, before it became a slogan for what, President Bush Sr. Oh, didn't Junior also, President Bush Jr. also like, we got to fight? Oh, no. Joe Biden was saying, we got to fight like the devil. Like, I got like 4 clips of him at different times saying, we got to be like the devil and strong. What the heck are you trying to peddle? What? Yeah, old Win Worley, man. He was a 300-pound preacher. And it's kind of like the crime side of it, I find really interesting. He was 300-pound plus preacher that mysteriously disappeared in the 90s. I think 1991 or something like that. How can a big man like that just all of a sudden disappear mysteriously? And preaching the way he was about, what Ephesians chapter 6, 10 through 18 actually meant. But hey, I like how Philemon tries to twist that around. You think there's fighting entities and fallen ones? Yeah, you might want to get into it if you want salvation at all. Oh, man. Anyways, I got to get out of here. Thanks, everyone, for joining in. And, yeah, I think you just do your part. If you're still there, there's a few of you. Just do your part to be positive and put your foot forward in front of the other one. Try to just, lead with the right foot out and try not to hurt people. It's stupid. The way people are being gaslit right now, crazy what's going on in the world. It's just, it's self-imploding. And all you got to do is kind of stay out of their way. Right? Be present, but stay out of their way. Yeah, don't be afraid. All right, peace out, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'll come back some other time.